They'll find a way.
Hello, everybody. Oh, I just realized the worm phoenix is blocking me. Okay.
Wah, wah, wah. I'm back to cause harm.
For some reason, it's not reacting to Karina's voice. Anyway.
Awesome.
Anyway, now it's just
there.
it's just dead. It's just there.
In the background.
Hello.
Thank you for the headpat, Senmaru. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream, and welcome back, Marin. We're playing more Ace Attorney, and happy Father's Day, by the way. There are a few daddies in the Ace Attorney series.
Bisexual.
Speaking of, was just Jerry just acknowledged one of the many one of the many daddies in media of Vamp from Metal Gear Solid 2, specifically, because he's bisexual. Thank you for spending your star chips wisely there. Happy Father's Day.
Bisexual Dad Day.
There you go. Welcome to the stream. It is Sunday afternoon. It's me, Martin. I'm hosting. And really quickly, let me thank people for following. Thank you to Calamity Cookie for the follow. Thank you to M Thirst. Thank you to Fluffy Odd Eyes. And to Moon Leo 18. Thank you so much for the follows. And Umbra Phoenix, thank you for resubscribing at tier 1 for 30 months in a row. Hey LK, hope you've been doing well. 30 months already, doesn't feel like it's been that long. Keep being awesome. You as well, Umbra Phoenix, thank you so much. Here for an appropriately named stream, given that you're a phoenix. All right. Really quickly, let me introduce our co-host. And I'm doing things quicker than usual. I'm trying to be efficient because we have a chance of finishing this bloody case today. So, Yamika Sara says.
Have anything to say about it?
Yamika Sara says Marin's mic is sounding off. If that makes sense, you might be hearing Karina's mic because I think I'm not sure which microphone they're using, but it is a bit louder than the other callers. But I've turned it down. If it's too loud, let me know. I
also was getting sitting down in my booth while I was talking.
No, we were talking about a different microphone.
Yami Kisara said Marin's mic is sounding.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know how to do audio.
It's all good. Anyway, we are joined by my co-host, Marin Miller. Hi, Marin.
Oh, hello. It is I, Marin Miller, here today with your gay update. Oh, what is it? I don't know. Hang on. I'm in Pokemon. That's something. Pokemon. And I'm sure you guys heard that Ash is retiring. Ash is no longer part of the main cast, or will soon no longer be part of the main cast of Pokemon.
He died in canon.
I can't make that joke. I can't make that joke because I'm getting paid by the Pokemon company. I cannot.
Pokemon starts paying me.
But yeah, so we had a little rap party yesterday for the cast and the crew, and it was very nice because I actually booked Pokemon. Pokemon was the first session I recorded in my booth that I'm in now, that I got almost 3 years ago, and yeah, it's just I recorded it remotely, so a lot of us have never seen each other, never met each other, and a lot of Pokemon cast, like Sarah, has come over to LA. And I haven't had a chance to meet them, so it was nice to be able to all be in the same room and see each other, and everybody was giving speeches and all sorts of shit. So, yeah, Pokemon. Congratulations to Pokemon.
End of an era.
And, I know nothing gayer than running away with a woman you just met, and Ash did that many times.
I mean, just look at Team Rocket. That's peak gay.
Yeah, absolutely. That's peak gender queerness right there. And then Ash is peak lesbian.
It's true.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out if I can fix Dilphosaur's on-screen avatar, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it while we're broadcasting.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Dilphosaur is always in the shadows.
Yeah.
It's Dark Dilphosaur.
Finally.
Why is the disembodied head of Phoenix Wright floating above Marin? It's not disembodied. That is Worm Phoenix Wright.
Yeah.
It's not Worm Phoenix Wright. It's Brachiosaur Phoenix Wright.
It is
just looks like a worm.
just go along with it. Just go along with it.
Duskbringer 13, thank you for the 10 bits. Well, might as well go on and throw a bad Pokemon joke. You know what is favorite Pokemon of imposters? I'm guessing it's some sort of sus Pokemon. All right. Speaking of sus, we're also joined by Soupy, the sussiest of broths.
I don't know if I trust this creamy soup.
How's it going, Soupy?
Is this milk expired?
I do feel like creamy soups are the least trustworthy.
Yeah, man.
Stop me,
You
though.
don't want to eat that clam chowder unless you know that milk is good.
Yeah, exactly. And like you have to know that it hasn't been sitting out for a while. But you know
Did
what?
they?
I don't think it would stop me.
Yeah. No, I mean clam chowder is pretty fucking good. I would risk a lot for clam chowder. But you know,
Yeah.
I just personally like to know that the man has been milked within 24 hours before.
I'm just
eating the clam
picturing
chowder.
a bowl of clam chowder being ejected into space.
You missed my milking joke.
I didn't give a shit about your milking joke.
Damn.
Damn, yo, that was hard.
I'm getting the feeling that Martin hears milking jokes like every day.
I do milk jokes all the time if you've seen my show. So
You're just like, I'm the only one allowed to make those.
no,
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
only funny when
I
I do it.
no, I was saying
Yep.
like I milk them, like I drag them out, like. Soupy.
What does that
I
have
can.
to do
I
with
mean, I
raising?
can drag the milking out if you want. We just
Yeah.
have to communicate.
Yeah,
that in advance.
exactly. You just have to ask for it.
Yeah, you need to
I mean, what?
communicate with your dom, Martin.
All right. Senmaru, thank you for the phrasing redeem. I think we've gotten lost amongst the host introductions, but Soupy, hi.
Hi. Hope everybody's doing well. Even after we've just talked about milking.
Yeah, I hope you're all milked and ready to
Yeah.
go.
I would have just left
I
the
hope
call if
everybody's
you
doing
didn't.
well. Yeah. I hope everybody's doing well either because of that or despite it.
Despite the milking, I am okay.
Or because of the milking, I'm okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We're finally evened out.
And we're also joined by a returning, it's been, I think, the better part of a month, if not more, returning
Yeah.
Karina. Hi, Karina.
I'm back in the shadows as a strange worm man.
My favorite creepypasta is Worm Phoenix hiding in the shadows.
Yeah, that's the full title.
I want to see
Dark
fan
Age of
art.
Law.
I want to see fan art of Worm Phoenix dying in one of those glue traps.
That is a very funny meme. I do like
I do love that meme.
It's really funny.
But yeah, I'm glad I finally am able to do
Yeah.
another one. It's been so long.
And I
It
think
feels
it's
like
the
so
first
long.
stream post meeting you in real life for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all hung out. We got food. It was a
And
good
then
time.
I never came back.
You were like, wow, I cannot deal with those
Yeah.
Yes.
glitches.
Haha. Jeez. Haha.
Now that I've gotten the real life experience, it's too much.
I've seen them
been
eat.
having so much work, so it's finally easing up, and I can pop back in.
Well, we love having you.
Yay!
Oh
Every-
yeah, I forgot to mention the actual gay update, which is
Oh.
hey, the second trilogy is finally being
Yeah.
released.
Yeah.
Crumbs.
Comes.
They're finally releasing the interestingly named Apollo Justice trilogy.
Yeah, right.
Technically, yeah.
He's in them for sure.
Yeah.
It does exist.
It's funny, yeah. I would honestly, based on what I've seen, you could just as easily call this the what's her name, Sykes,
Athena.
Athena. You could call it the Athena Sykes
Well, I mean,
duology as well
At
as.
very least, yeah, she's not in the fourth one, obviously, but like it's to me, it's really just Phoenix Wright trilogy 2.
Yeah.
Just Phoenix in the background watching the children.
Yeah, he's babysitting.
You get the Phoenix Wright trilogy with the first 3 games, then you get the interlude, then you get the next 2 Phoenix Wright games.
But yeah,
Even Apollo Justice was still like about.
Oh
Phoenix.
yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Still a
Yeah.
Phoenix Wright game.
Him and
Can-
Christoph Gavin and their fucking itchy little
Yeah.
thing.
but yes, congrats to Apollo
Good job.
Justice for getting the most mid trilogy. And it's finally getting re-released so that
Hooray.
everyone can struggle to play it.
Oh, Energizer has some fun information.
Maybe in 25 years, we'll have another trilogy.
Energizer says,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm hyped for the trilogy release because they're actually dubbing the Apollo Justice games in German now. I've already confirmed it, which makes me hyped to hear who they're going to cast for Blackwell.
Oh.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Alpha Rabbit, thank you for the 50 bits. It would be neat to see an Ash cameo in the new show at age 37. Never going to happen, though. 37? Is that why specifically that age? Oh, because it's been around that long?
I hope Sarah Nato Cheney is still voicing him.
Yeah.
Vampiro, thank you for the 10 bits. Welcome back, Worm Phoenix. Thank you, Vampiro. All right. How do we feel about starting the game and seeing if we can actually soldier through this?
Yeah.
Go
All
for
right.
it.
Thorgrim Thornhammer, thank you for the resub for 15 months there. Dadge. Oh, are we your Dadge? Happy Dadge Day, I think is like the gimmick there. I saw a tweet that was like, it's very Capcom to call it the Apollo Justice Trilogy. It's not correct, but it's kind. Aww. All right. And guys, do let me know if there are any audio issues. I tried adjusting things based on people's levels, and the game audio might also conflict with it when we get going. So let me know if there are any audio or visual issues on my end or on your end, I guess. But otherwise, let's go. April 19th, 9:30 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 4. Oh, it's always exciting when the doors open. Oh, day 2. Court is now in session. All rise.
Oh, I'm already risen.
Nobody does.
I'm hard as fuck, Judge.
Court is back in session for the trial of Damien Tenma.
Apollo Justice Defense Team Leader is ready, Your Honor. Red 5 standing by.
Athena Sykes, Assistant Defender, is ready too, Your Honor. That.
Wait, so it's je suis prêt? So like, I am. What is prêt? Because I know there's prêt à manger. Is it ready? I'm ready.
Because she just says is ready too.
Oh.
Just be I am ready, I would assume.
Sorry, I'm adjusting levels again.
Yeah, like, it is ready.
It's ready. Okay.
Yeah.
Dog.
But I wasn't.
Dark Jade says, seeing this trilogy is all being related to the Dark Age of the Law situation, with Game 6 being an example of how the law can be twisted. I don't think we need to recap Dark Jade. I think we'll get by, because they tend to do little brief recaps in the dialogue a little bit.
For the opening statements.
Yeah. As chipper as ever, I see. And in French, no less. And the prosecution?
We asshole.
Are you still a Tiabu? Very well, then. By the way, hold on, I fucking clicked out of the stream.
Oh, the judge.
By the way.
The judge is watching live via Twitch from home.
No,
That's a
he's
green
playing
screen
Genshin
behind him.
Yeah.
Impact. Playing Genshin Impact.
God,
Yeah.
I would love, like, since there's no canon timeline for like 2020 through 2022, if they had to do a whole game where it's Zoom court.
And they have the whole like
I
judge
am not a
accidentally
cat.
turns himself into a potato thing.
Yes. I really want Grossberg to be like, I am not a cat.
God, I forgot about that. Very well then. By the way, I asked Detective Fulbright to provide sturdier shackles today.
Oh, he has sturdier shackles available?
That's my case. There will be no more of your funny business this time, Prosecutor Blackwell.
He's such a funny guy, this Blackwell guy.
A real comedian.
I do love the bird.
Now, your opening statement, if you would.
Like, it's cute that when the characters have pets, I'm like, aw.
I believe it's standard procedure for the prosecution to handle it. Looks like the judge is really bringing it today.
He is popping that.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Looks like the judge is really popping his pussy today.
He probably realized how Blackwell played him. That was one mean game of Simon Says.
I'm a little lawyer, that's right, little Mac.
Little lawyer with big credentials.
I'm a little lawyer.
Wow.
And he doesn't know what law is.
I'll find out one day.
Yeah, his honor has has to fight to defend his honor today.
Oh my god, that fucking Patrick emoji. It's
Wow.
I love that Patrick with the nails. That's so fun.
That's so good.
Your baldness. It's plain to see that you've always dreamed of delivering an epic opening statement.
I have? I don't know if I'd say that.
Why, of course you have. I saw it in your eyes the last time you gave the opening statement. I don't want to do my job.
You really don't want to do your job.
Oh, God. It went to the judge. I thought it was him. That was the look of one who yearns deeply for the thrill of an epic opening statement.
I do yearn deeply.
Yes, I know you yearn deeply. I see it in your eyes. And for decades now, you have been watching opening statements from your bench with those wide, gaping eye holes.
Sir Strawhat, thank you for the 10 bits. Judge, why did Capcom only give me a torso in Ace Attorney Investigations? I thought he had a body.
I mean, I know they showed him from like the
was
waist
walking
up.
around.
didn't
I could have sworn
Well,
we
he
saw
was
a
walking
sprite.
around.
We saw a sprite for
Yeah.
him.
Because he needed to go to the bathroom, right?
I would
He was
actually
out
appreciate
in
being
front.
able to have it in the main series as well. That way I could actually show some fucking balls for once. Oh, I see. I think he means full body rather than torso.
Yes.
I see.
Full body.
I thought there was like a.
There is a full body
picture
sprite
that-
of him in the. I thought a full body sprite in the investigations, but yeah, not in the main.
Oh yeah, yeah. But didn't we see him like walking around a little bit?
Yeah,
he was in
yeah,
the courtroom
totally.
and
He went to the
talked about-
bathroom. It was an important
Yeah.
plot point. He had to
Took a
poop.
shit.
Him going to the
Not that he just
bathroom.
doesn't have his own bathroom.
They were the crown jewels of the court. The one thing you could not possess.
The crown jewels of the court.
It gives new meaning to balls in your court.
Now, at long last, my balls are within your grasp.
Yeah, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Stop talking about balls.
Oh, because he's English, right?
How could you possibly refuse my balls?
I can't. Oh, you don't mind if I do it then?
Please take my ball.
It's like that bit in The Office where Aaron is like, warmer, and Andy's like, are you sure? Vampiro, thank you for the 10 bits. Balls, that is all. Balls.
Well done.
And Ribbonfly, thank you for bonking me. Was I horny?
He deserved it.
I feel like at this point people are just like,
Yes.
You're a ball.
Oh, you know what? You know what? It
You're
was.
a ball.
I think it was for my balls in your court pun.
Yeah. They're bouncing the ball out of the court.
And Ribbonfly, thank you for bonking chat. I realized because of my position on the screen, when the tiny, what's her name? The one that bonks people? Justine
yeah.
Courtney. When the tiny Justine Courtney comes out to bonk the chat, it just bonks me.
You're getting double bumped.
I'm getting double bonked. Jewelry Jelly, thank you for cashing in your star chips for do the la 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 la.
You know why you're getting double bonked though?
It's because he's bisexual.
Thank you, Marin.
Because he's bisexual.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Bisexual bounce bonking.
Thank you for the head pat there, Ribbonfly.
I'll make a special exception. Just this once.
Here we go again.
Here we go again.
Yep, more of Blackwell's mind games.
Well, in that case, I think I might go ahead and make the opening statement myself.
If you're wondering,
You did.
if you're wondering why it's taken us this long to get through case 2, part of it is because there's been real life stuff, but also, did you notice how just get through that exchange took about 5 minutes because Marin had to talk about testicles?
Excuse
Who could
me?
have done this?
Who could have done this?
me? Excuse me? I did not talk about testicles.
Right.
They perfectly innocently just talked about balls.
It's true.
Yeah, it's just
It's true.
balls.
It's
All
true.
I did was change the words and y'all span out with it, all right? Don't act like this is just Marin Miller speaking alone. 3 other people on this fucking podcast here.
I can't believe we're all
Yeah.
Marin.
It's
And
true.
Marin is saying all these things.
It's
All
true.
of, everyone that is on the 7 side is just Marin now, including Martin. Just
Aye.
because the name is similar.
We're all Marin.
We're all Marin.
Did you say this line?
Yes.
Pixelinks me, thank you for subbing for 21 months. I'm now recently finished playing Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, and now I'm playing through a second time because how the story progressed in the second game actually I think they mean blew me away.
Their balls. It actually blew their balls.
God, I have really got to start playing Great Ace Attorney too. If that's what happened.
My game
No.
didn't do that.
I did not know it came
Did I
with a
get
free
defective
blowjob.
copy?
That's what the lower screen was for in the on the 3DS, you know.
Oh, the tongue. The tongue.
Damn.
I love it. I love the effort that went into the sprites. I wish this one had an anime too. Ah, sorry to make light of what you
And I
said.
got news for you. That means you're gay.
You set him up, we knock him
Yeah,
down.
we had to. It was right there. Thank you for resubbing for 21 months there, Pixelings. Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 10 bits. Any golden showers yet? No. There have not been.
Just wait.
And Snapstreams, thank you for the hydrate command.
If you keep watching,
And Void
there might
Adept,
be one.
Void Adept, thank you for cashing in your startups for an iced tea redeem. And Mr. Snikey, thank you for subscribing for 2 years. Holy shit. It's been 2 years. I can't believe it's been so long I subscribed. I can't watch your streams so much as before, but I still want to show my appreciation when I can, LK. Mr. Snikey, thank you so much. Oh, good grief. Thank you. I'm all aflutter. Thank you so much. Let's proceed.
I forgot I have my
In
emotes.
yesterday's session. What's that?
I forgot I have my emotes.
Oh, your nimbuses? Your nimbi?
Oh.
Nimbai.
Nimbus. Nimbai.
In yesterday's session, we learned the shocking truth that the victim Alderman Rex Cuby was the Amazing Ninetales. We also learned that the Amazing Ninetales was a key figure in the yokai craze and anti-merger protests. It was further revealed that upon learning Rex Cuby's secret identity,
A pleasure to make your ass.
Mayor
wait.
Damien Tenma murdered him.
Bum, bum, bum. Thank-
Hype train.
Hype
We're really
train.
hype about it.
Let me get a hype train going there.
Weenie man away. Murder.
Ryu Karika, thank you for gifting a sub to Rock Rulin. I do appreciate it. Enjoy that sub courtesy of Ryu Karika, and thank you for getting us on that level 1 hype train, folks. So inching closer to level 2.
Get us some kisses, guys. We
Some
haven't seen them
smooch.
in a while. Yeah.
Martin,
the
you
fact
need to
that the
put
crime took it-
dancing in. Martin needs to put the dancing in. I'm shaming him again.
Oh, yeah. The fact that the crime took place in a tightly locked room was also brought to light. And the only people in that tightly locked room were the defendant and victim.
It's so funny how he says tightly locked room twice.
It's so tightly locked.
What does it
Nobody
even
could have gotten
mean?
in or out of there.
Tighter than my popped pussy.
Okay. Ryu
So
Karika,
not tight at all, really.
I had a feeling we were going there. Ryu Karika, thank you for the 50 bits hype train. Hype! It's a tightly locked hype train.
It's just kind of flap open.
Yes.
The defense proposed the existence of a hypothetical third party.
Stella Coyote, thank you for the 10 bits. Bits for the Weenie Mobile. Umbra Phoenix, thank you for the 100 bits. Level up that hype train. Let's do
This
it.
hype train is making my
Fish Face
hemorrhoids
Terror,
do
thank you for the follow.
Harlem
Vampiro,
Shake.
thank you for the 100 bits. Once again, balls, that is all. And Ankoku no Megami, thank you for the 10 bits. I do appreciate it.
Corn in there.
Thank you for them bits, folks, and thank you for following, Fish Faced.
But further investigation revealed no proof of a third party who had escaped the room.
Ergo.
We must conclude that the evidence against the defendant is, well, conclusive.
We must conclude that it is conclusive.
He's so good at opening
God, he's good.
statements.
Mhm.
Damn.
Did I say something wrong? Did I say some words too many times in the same sentence, maybe?
Tightly.
That was quite astonishing. You've truly outdone yourself this time.
Oh, meatball.
Oh, one more thing to boast about to my grandchild. My non-binary grandchild.
Aww. Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 10 bits. What's the over-under on if we will finish this game before the new Switch collection comes out? When does the Switch collection come out?
Did they
You know,
say?
I actually don't know.
No one cared enough.
Yeah.
We're like,
I
just buy it.
When they announced it, and I was literally like, just like, okay, where's 7?
Yeah, it was like we were just excited to get any Ace Attorney like acknowledgement.
Yeah.
Well, also,
I was
like,
just like, they remember it exists.
yeah,
Oh my god!
I'm kind of hoping that they'll release 2 finally. That would be nice if we buy enough of these,
Yeah.
and then maybe we'll get 7. But probably not Shu Takumi. I'm sure he's fucking bored.
Says coming early 2024. So
Okay.
I hope we have.
I
this
hope
game
so.
done by then.
Right, Yukarika,
This
thank you.
case.
Right, Yukarika, thank you for the 50 bits. In honor of Father's Day, I do want to take a moment to say Happy Father's Day to all the wonderful, great dads out there, including my wonderful hubby. Aww.
Aw.
Happy Father's Day, hubby.
That's very sweet. Happy Father's Day to you, sir.
Happy Father's Day to Meatball.
He is a daddy.
He raised mozzarella all by himself.
Yeah.
Aw.
Wow.
Single dad.
She would literally nurse on him when she was a kitten.
Oh.
like, just
Is
suck
he
on his
older than
neck.
she is?
Oh yeah, by about a year. A little
Oh,
over a
okay,
year,
I see.
yeah. And I didn't know, but she was pulled way too young from her mom, so she was.
Yeah,
like,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
They were just inseparable when she was a baby.
Oh.
Well,
Baby.
this. Oh, go on.
Just a
I
baby.
was just
Oh, baby.
saying baby. I was just thinking about cats.
Sorry, I heard baby. I thought someone was talking to me. I often get mistaken for one.
I'm just used to it at this point.
Well, this was not an unexpected turn of events.
Now then, it seems the prosecution has called a new witness to testify.
Thank you, Stella Coyote, for the baby redeem.
The inexplicable yokai evidence left at the scene of the crime.
You think there's a, like, in law school you have to take yokai evidence law?
I hope so. Well, does that not demand some sort of explanation?
Nope. The feathers and tracks? Weren't those left by the mayor while he was possessed?
He grew them.
Those were his feathers.
Yeah, don't be rude.
He was a
What about
dinosaur.
himself?
That was but an act to protect his daughter.
Oh, yes, of course. I had suspected as much.
Wait, did he actually believe the mayor's award-winning performance?
His daughter was the one who planted the evidence. Ergo, the true identity of the yokai in the manor was the manor's maid, Jinxie Tenma.
Von Ragnar points out, we started with Fey Law Office. It's only natural yokai law would eventually get involved. Ah.
I feel like in Japanifornian law school, they probably just had to add a required class about Phoenix Wright.
This guy, this
This-
fucking
Yeah.
guy.
That man law.
There's Phoenix Wright all the way up to like 203.
There's like a black and white photo of him at the beginning of a chapter, and he's like dropping a file, and he's like, what? And like, but it's like a really long chapter, and it's really detailed and involves a lot of case law that's been changed. But it's just got his derpy face
Just
at the beginning.
specifically because of him.
Yeah.
They just couldn't find any pictures of him that didn't look stupid.
Yeah, it was the
Yeah, he
least.
doesn't photograph well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always like mid sneeze.
It's that one like picture of him post shower that Edgeworth had.
Yeah.
That's the only like non-goofy photo.
Yeah.
And that's just because he wasn't aware it was happening, and it's still on the
Yeah.
his face.
Mr. Snakies, thank you for the 100 bits. Okay, I just calmed down with hearing the news that the 4th, 5th, and 6th game are coming out on the Switch. I've been living not under a boulder, but a bloody mountain. Well, we're happy to bring you the
They
news.
just announced it, so you're not that far behind.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was only a couple days ago, so...
Yep.
That was like a week ago.
Okay, maybe it was more than a couple weeks ago, but still. Happy to bring the
But
news.
that's basically a couple days.
Yeah, I mean,
In
when
this
you're
time flow.
In,
when you're in your
eight
30s, yeah.
time.
Strap streams, how am I liking this game? I'm liking it. Like, I don't dislike it just yet. This case is a bit much, but overall, I'm not like, this is not what I wanted. This is just more Phoenix Wright, so.
The prosecution is engaging in mere conjecture.
Huh. Would you care for some witness testimony then? For I am ready to prove that the little scamp is the one behind the Tenmataro farce.
Witness testimony? I'll bet he means Filch and that creep LaBelle.
Very well, then. Bailiff, would you bring in the first witness?
Hey!
Mr. Filch, you made quite the hasty exit yesterday.
I'm annoyed because Filch and I have the same fucking mustache. It's just two little hairs.
You gotta grow a bushier mustache.
I know.
Yeah.
Gotta level up my Tanuki.
See that it doesn't happen again today.
Been known for my hasty retreats since I was a kid. Bit of a trademark of mine.
Well, stop it.
No,
Indeed, you managed to give a total of 5 bailiffs the slip.
Wow.
like those amateurs could ever nab me. Yipes!
You fucking. Perhaps we should shackle you by the neck. That would keep you in place, little doggies.
Yipes! No, please, I'm liable to rip my own head off if I start running.
Your statement. Now.
Yes, sir, Mr. Blackhead, sir.
You may be at a hasty retreat, but there's no escaping Prosecutor Blackwell.
Yeah, Blackwell doesn't strike me as the give-up easy type.
Now then, Mr. Filch, your testimony, please. Specifically, the true nature of the yokai you saw in the manor shortly after the crime.
Uh-huh. The yokai is Jinxie. Tenmataro's really that little maid gal. Ain't no doubt about it. I mean, the Tenmataro I saw was just a little thing about her size. But the little runt had a big old staff. I seen it when she came out into the foyer. Betcha she stole it from the Forbidden Chamber after stumbling on the crime scene. She was gonna use it to wallop me on account of my fierce reputation, I just know it.
Not your reputation.
My rep.
So, Tenmataro was short in stature.
It was me.
It was a short guy. Just a little guy.
Hmm.
And that's because it was Miss Jinxie Tenma all along?
You betcha. Besides, all the rest in the manor were way taller than her.
Except for him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's me. Hang on, I gotta update the level here, okay?
Feigning. Feigning height is but an easy thing. But a big ox like the defendant could never pass for short.
What if the Tenmataro impersonator was walking on their knees?
Yeah.
Have
Yeah,
you
we
seen
got him there.
Have you seen that movie with Gary Oldman where he plays a
You
little
walk
person?
You walk around on your knees a lot, Apollo.
But he's already so small.
Oh, he's this full height. He's not on his knees.
Yeah. He's just naturally Dickfoot too.
That's fucking Nimbus next to any Guardian, I swear to God.
What? No me walking? I seen it myself.
Then perhaps that yokai really was Miss Tenma after all.
All monsters are naught but tricks, either of the mind or the cheap parlor variety.
So you're saying she created an illusion like one of those magical eye things?
Precisely. Human senses are easily deceived. Take the fellow in the cell next to me. He's a fucking idiot. Each night he cries and screams about some ghost he thinks he sees.
Hang on, what?
He's
This
like, every
little-
time I do that taking off my thumb trick, he thinks I actually removed my thumb.
But wait,
I took his nose once.
is
and
he
just-
like?
And he tried.
Is he like seeing the imprisoned ghost of what's her name? Phoenix's ex-girlfriend?
Dahlia? Yeah, she's
Dahlia.
probably still hanging around.
Yeah,
there.
like they had to put
Yeah.
her in a jail cell after they exorcised her. Surely. Like,
But, in truth, it was simply the janitor.
oh, okay.
Oh.
You'd have let me finish my fucking story.
She's
But
the
we
ghost
don't have a
janitor.
janitor.
In the whole prison?
Well, maybe they just make them do it.
That's fair.
Oh, Prosecutor Blackwell just gave up the ghost, literally.
The Hazel Magia, thank you for the 90
LOL.
bits. Nah, his cellmate is just crying about Ghost Trick being ported to Steam. Very excited about that. Everybody play Ghost
Yeah.
Trick. It's good stuff.
Finally gonna
Apollo.
play it.
Apollo doesn't stand a ghost
No.
of a chance.
Ah.
The janitor's deathly complexion and all-white attire are, no doubt, partially to blame. I, too, am very scared of white people. That and the fact that he constantly mutters about taking vengeance for this or that.
Why are we roasting the janitor? On record.
That actually sounds like a real ghost to me.
Shut.
There's a real ghost, and Blackwell is like, I don't fucking buy it.
Vampira, thank you for the Zookeeper redeem.
Shut
Up.
Oh,
The
mama.
defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Okay.
I'm guessing it's about the staff.
I don't know if it's that or the key.
Should I press?
Didn't? Yeah, probably.
Ah! Thank you, Ankoko no Megami, for unleashing the Proto Badger. Let's press.
Didn't he say he swallowed the key?
Oh, the guy, yeah, the mayor?
Yeah.
Mr. Filch, you and Mr. LaBelle mentioned something about a practice yesterday. Do you deny this so-called lesson was about what you were supposed to say in court?
No, you got it all wrong.
Then could you tell the court exactly what sort of lesson it was?
Oh, it was, what was it again? Yipes! Now I remember. Math, numbers and stuff. Attack point quantum mechanics.
He's completely under Blackwell's control, too.
Anyway, that Tenmataro was that little maid gal, so what's the difference?
Well, we can skip ahead. Big old staff. You said it was the key?
That's what I'm thinking. Because she shouldn't, like, if he swallowed the key, I would think she shouldn't have been able to get into the chamber.
Right, so should I press this?
Press that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did not present the key.
Kenwood, thank you for the 100 bits. Let's be honest, in the Ace Attorney universe, there is a very real non-zero chance of encountering an actual ghost. Yeah, no, I do
we
think that's the implication.
Yeah.
The Zookeeper clip is from Zookeeper, but it's specifically from a series of Zookeeper memes that came out when the movie was being released in theaters, where there was a YouTube channel that just played the same 5 seconds of footage of Zookeeper over and over again for like a full 10 minutes. And I was addicted to these for some reason. And the one that's on my redeems is just the best one, which is just them pulling up to TGI Fridays, and then Nick Nolte's voice coming out of a gorilla says, "Shut up." And that's it. That's the best one.
Really enjoys repetitive noise.
I like repetition. I think it's great.
I suppose you mean to say that Jinxie Tenma entered the Forbidden Chamber to get one.
Well, I ain't never seen a staff like that in the manor. So it had to be the Forbidden Chamber.
Oh, really? The stench of LaBelle is thick in the air today.
Jinxie entered the Forbidden Chamber after the incident. Then she took the staff and tried to cover up her actions by pretending to be Tenmataro. I guess that's what Filch is trying to say.
Could Jinxie have entered the Forbidden Chamber if she wanted to?
There is one thing I was wondering about. Why did that yokai have a staff in the first place?
Well, I got my hunches about that.
Okay.
So I think probably presenting the key on that previous statement would be the better.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. Boom.
It would seem that Tenmataro was, in fact, not this innocent little girl.
Huh? How you figure that?
You claim the Tenmataro you saw had one of those staves from the Forbidden Chamber. But it would have been impossible for Miss Tenma to get a hold of one.
Care to elaborate, Mr. Justice?
The mayor swallowed this key shortly after the murder. He wanted to keep the killer out of the Forbidden Chamber.
What's this?
Oh, Ribbonfly, I'm sorry Taylor Swift didn't dress up as Bum Ballerina in the concert you saw, but that would have really put it over the top. We need more Jellicle content. It's funny.
Why is it even called the Eras Tour if she's not going to acknowledge all of her eras?
Her cat's
yeah,
era.
that's one of them. We all saw
The
it.
Jellicle era.
You can't hide it.
Can't shake that off, Taylor.
Cat.
This key was deep in the mayor's stomach when Miss Tenma discovered the crime scene. So you see, it would have been impossible for her to get into the Forbidden Chamber. In short, like me, the Tenmataro seen holding that staff could not have been Jinxie Tenma.
Ah.
What? I mean, literally, what? I wasn't listening.
Sorry, I was playing Genshin.
Yeah. But then who does the defense believe was impersonating Tenmataro?
Our Tenmataro impersonator is none other than Mayor Tenma's aide.
Such accusations beg evidence. Aside from his ghastly appearance, can you prove he is the yokai we seek?
Yes, in fact, I can.
Very well. Let's see where the defense is going with this.
Oh.
Mr. Justice, please show us proof as to the true identity of the Tenmataro impersonator.
I wish. Wait. How do I show people?
I think we're showing the product of his that we found.
Oh. This one?
Because it's its own like personal
Right.
line of cosmetics.
Okay.
So he would be the only one who has it.
We found this hand cream in the Forbidden Chamber. And we know that whoever was Tenmataro took one of the staves out of there. In short, again like me, I believe whoever this hand cream belongs to is the yokai impersonator we're looking for.
But Mr. Justice, how do you propose to identify the hand cream's owner?
I'm glad you asked, Your Honor. The defense requests a fingerprint analysis on this piece of evidence, which you'd think would have been done already.
Yeah, we can do that? Whoa.
I mean, I guess not, because we just kind of like showed up and
Oh,
took it. But,
yeah.
You know.
It might tell us who it belongs to.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Interesting. So you expect to find the yokai's prints there? Very well. I hereby call a short recess while we wait for the fingerprint results.
That's a quick recess. Oh.
No need for that, your baldness. We have the prints of everyone at the manor that day.
You called, Prosecutor Blackwell?
Yes, slave, get over here.
Crawl on your knees, please.
Crawl on your fucking knees, say thank you, and then I will tell you what to do.
Could anyone be more
Alrighty.
whipped?
Fulbright, analyze this for prints. You have 3 minutes.
Your wish is my command.
And he just like puts it on his tongue and like licks it and is like, analyzing.
Oh, yeah. What a good boy.
Very well, then. I guess we'll just wait right here.
Just sit in silence while they watch him.
What a
Lick
nice
every
boy.
surface.
Yeah.
Look at him go. It would seem the fingerprint analysis is complete. It's all licked.
What
He
did the
sniffed
results
it.
show? How did it taste?
Well, it tastes like a Switch cartridge. What? In the world?
Did you guys also try to taste the Switch cartridge after they, like...
No,
No.
I never did.
Oh. Yeah, me neither.
Usually if I hear something tastes bad, I don't go out of my way to put it in my mouth.
Oh,
Hold on,
yeah,
guys.
yeah,
Did
totally,
y'all
me
eat a
too.
Tide Pod after they told you not to eat a Tide Pod?
Yeah, y'all
never-
did that, right? Everyone did that. That's
Yeah.
why, right?
I'd never do that.
No?
To be our food scientist.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely don't know what a Switch cartridge tastes like.
You're like, for the science.
They're,
What if I need to recreate this palette?
What if I do?
they're Florent Labelle's prints, aren't they?
I can't wait to like drink a wine and have like some fucking fancy wine person, sommelier. I forgot the name. I can't wait for a sommelier to be like, oh yes, hints of Switch cartridge.
Finally. A sophisticated flavor.
Yeah.
The fact that he got caught because he dropped his hand cream at the murder scene. Wow, happy pride.
This is very homophobic.
This is absurd.
He's like, during Pride Month?
Prosecutor Blackwell, I'm not gonna like this, am I?
You are not. I do not.
Don't tell me. The Tenmataro's prince?
I swear to fucking God,
It's
Judge.
just claw marks.
Fingerprint analysis has revealed that the prints belong to... You are the father.
Oh. Happy Father's Day.
Who is it? Who is it?
Nobody?
Who
Oh.
is it?
Oh.
Filch.
Oh. Flower
So
Sheeps.
he stole the hand cream.
Oh, Flower Sheeps, thank you for the follow. And Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. The fingerprints on the bottle belong to Maya Fey. Let's face it, the game would definitely go that route.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess he must have gone in there probably to maybe look for something his ancestor had left. Like, maybe he wasn't in there for the reasons we assume. I don't know.
I guess we did find the... Where did we find the, little statue?
The yokai
of
thing?
the
That was in the
demon?
Forbidden Chamber. I just don't remember
Oh,
where.
okay. Yeah.
Objection!
Wait, what? What?
Then Mr. LaBelle wasn't the one who entered the Forbidden Chamber?
Objection!
You son of a bitch. Why, you tricksy little tanuki. Explain yourself now.
Sure, them prints are mine. I mean, I did pilfer that hand cream from Mr. LaBelle after all.
So you're the one who entered the Forbidden Chamber.
So what if I did? Got a problem with that? You want to fight about it? Yipes!
You fool of a tanuki.
Order! Order! Mr. Justice, care to explain what this could mean?
Excellent question. The fact that Mr. Filch was in the Forbidden Chamber... Wait a second. Does this mean the Tenmataro holding that staff was... Phineas Filch?
Yipes! Another cat out of the bag!
You fucking piece of shit.
Mr. Filch is Tenmataro?
The shame.
So he was telling the truth about him being short.
Oh, yes.
Shade of it all.
Hey.
I don't understand. Does this mean Mr. Filch is the real killer?
The witness will explain himself this instant.
Begging your pardon, your honorship, but I was just doing what the alderman told me. He wanted me to be Ten Mataro in the village exorcism ritual.
Oh, you mean that event at the Nine Tails Vale Festival? So that was you inside the Ten Mataro costume?
Yep. And after the event, I went to watch that pro wrestling program. Did you see what CM Punk was saying about the Young Bucks? But it bored me to tears on account of the wrestlers being complete jobbers.
Suddenly you relate to this man so deeply.
Been there.
Oh my god. I can't believe we've got kayfabe terminology in a Ace Attorney game. For those of you who don't know, a jobber in pro wrestling slang is someone who goes out there to lose.
So, he didn't actually watch the entire wrestling match.
That's when I looked at the Ten Mataru costume and got a great idea. Nobody can tell it's me while I'm wearing it. And 'cause of them superstitions, no matter what I do, the villagers won't say a word.
In other words, you use the superstitions to effectively render yourself invisible.
Yep, you can't see me like the great John Cena. I'm big into pro wrestling.
Who's saying that?
Why did you want to enter the Forbidden Chamber in the first place?
Because of the treasure there. Thought that was my big chance to sneak in and nab it.
Treasure?
Only that it's the greatest get-rich-quick chance in the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it. Said there's an amazing treasure in there.
Oh, absolutely, Winston Payne is the biggest jobber in the entire franchise, Von Ragnar.
He went in there not knowing his grandfather had already pilfered it?
Although, having said that, doesn't he technically win in that case against the impersonator? Was that Payne?
Yeah.
So,
Yes,
so he has
right.
one
He
win.
did that on accident.
Right, but he still
Yeah.
has a technical win, which is more than a lot of the prosecutors do in these games.
That's like winning
True.
against an actual raccoon, though. Like, it's nothing to brag about.
Hey, the raccoon is probably very proud of
Hey,
that.
have you ever
Yeah,
fought a
but
raccoon?
this is Ace Attorney.
He went in there not knowing his grandfather had already pilfered it?
The raccoon learned law in Europe when it was 8.
Yeah.
This raccoon is a prodigy.
You know what, though? That's actually pretty old for
A
a raccoon.
raccoon with a cravat.
Yeah, I was gonna
Sorry,
say.
my 8 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Wow! His eyes weren't even open and he was reading a book.
I guess
Actually,
that's
no,
one
I'm
tail
sure
that didn't get.
Raccoons can probably see after a couple days.
Yeah.
8 weeks of
This
blindness.
one was just sleepy.
Next game will be the raccoon that still becomes a lawyer after 8 days.
Oh, against all odds.
Yeah. Guess that's one tale that didn't get passed down from grandpappy to grandson.
The Asselmag, thank you for the 10 bits. Keep in mind that Winston Payne has the second longest victory streak of prosecutors. Granted, it's against rookies, but...
Wait, how exactly did you get into the Forbidden Chamber? There was a meeting in the Fox Chamber that day. Plus, the mayor swallowed the only key that could open the Forbidden Chamber's door. I want answers! You couldn't have possibly gotten in!
Hey, to Queen Sonia, thank you for the daily blessings.
I got through the air vent in the foyer. I just had to crawl past the Mythbusters guys. The vents left of the alderman's picture. I went on in and made a nice little hole.
I forgot. I forget about that every single time.
There's so much hair.
Use that to get into the air duct that leads to the Forbidden Chamber, I did.
There was a walrus guy up there.
He kept shedding.
You what?
But how is that even possible? Wait a sec. Remember that air vent in the Forbidden Chamber?
Everybody's really into air vents in this case.
Love it.
So Mr. Filch found a way to get into that air duct.
Yeah, Filch is pretty big to get in that air duct.
And that's how we got from the foyer vent and to the Forbidden Chamber vent?
This is the sluttiest forbidden chamber I've ever seen.
Everyone's getting in there.
The Forbidden Chamber.
So Tenmataro was nothing more than a cat burglar. Or rather, a tanuki burglar. And we're back to being without anyone to charge for the alderman's murder. Looks like our so-called yokai is nothing more than one big troublemaker.
Tell me, Mr. Filch, what did you do after fleeing to the foyer?
I got out of that costume right quick. Would have just caused trouble at that point.
And where is that costume now?
Heck if I know, and it ain't my fault if you never find it.
And I got news for you. That
The
means you're
police
gay.
searched every nook and cranny. We sniffed everywhere. No yokai costume was left in that manor.
Mystery Stream, thank you for the iced tea redeem.
What if it was tossed outside the manor? Ah,
They check if the mayor ate it.
no way! But maybe, just maybe,
Maybe some way. The defense seems to have hit upon an idea. Well, go on, Mr. Justice.
Okay, here's what I think. Mr. Filch, did
You know what? I'm bored.
Did you get rid of the costume here?
Oh, the portrait?
Window, I guess.
Oh, the window?
His office?
Because one of the windows
the
is
vent.
open.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
yeah,
right
it's
there.
open.
Yeah.
Take that!
I've never been to like a real court case, but is it like this in real life where a lot of it is just like, okay, so hear me out.
It is not like
I got
that
this
at all.
theory. I've seen this YouTube video. Check it out.
Yeah,
Calls out phone.
yeah.
It's more
Usually
like,
they
hang
aren't-
on, we
They're
could have
not
found
really
that
like
evidence
figuring
anyway.
things out in the middle. It's like they've already like figured the things out. It's just like they're just getting witnesses to say it on record.
No, I'm going somewhere with this. No, just look, you need some backstory. You need like context.
All right,
And then
shut
they're
up,
like, okay,
witness.
so
Shut up, witness. I'm gonna talk for a bit about what I think happened.
did you toss it out the window? Because that would certainly explain why it didn't turn up inside the manor.
You think I tossed it out the window? That costume cost me a pretty penny.
Kenwood, thank you for the 100 bits. I would like the jury to consider, what if a wizard did it?
So why would I go do something like that?
I can think of a few reasons.
any bright ideas, Apollo?
Well, assuming the costume really was tossed out from the window, then the next question would be, what happened to it after that? And if I'm right, I might have just the thing to prove what happened to the costume.
I assume it's the newspaper photo of it flying.
Probably.
Phineas Filch, I have just the evidence for you.
You do?
This evidence proves you got rid of your Tenmataru costume through the window.
Take that!
That's... Tenmataro flying through the sky?
And just how does that prove Mr. Filch threw his costume out the window?
It's quite simple. That's not Tenmataro in the photo. It's the costume Mr. Filch threw out.
That's crazy talk. You ain't serious, are you?
There's a steep cliff right outside the foyer window, meaning the manor is pretty high up. The costume flew through the air after it was tossed out. That's when the photo was taken. In other words, the photo of Tenmataro really was a flight of fancy.
What?
Yikes!
Yeah, he really yeeted that thing.
Yeah, he has a great throw.
Yeah.
How do you get it to go so far?
Oh my. So there really never was a yokai.
I can't keep any of them cats bagged. Can I still file a claim for the lost costume?
This more than proves the defense's position. Jinxie Tenma had nothing to do with staging the yokai sighting.
Care to raise any objections, Prosecutor Blackwell?
None whatsoever.
You
I'll
had to think
deal
about that
with.
for a while.
I'll deal with that tricksy Tanuki after I've dealt with this case. You son of a.
We did it! We somehow outsmarted a weird old man!
Good going. Now all we have to do is make Florent LaBelle take the stand.
Objection.
Hold that fucking phone, Missy. Sheathing the sword a bit early, are we not?
Huh?
Nothing has been proven beyond a doubt. Take this tricksy little Tanuki, for instance. How do you suppose he was able to exit the Forbidden Chamber?
Oh, yeah. Wasn't there a step
The
ladder
vent.
somewhere?
Through the air vent?
There's a vent.
But it's high up, isn't
I think there was one that we brought in, but
Oh.
Probably the same way he got in through the chamber's air vent.
The forbidden exit.
Oh, that's me and one of the feathers and tracks at the scene of the crime. They would suggest.
he just threw up just a tiny bit.
Martin and I had the same assumption at the same time.
Reaction to feathers.
They would suggest that the Tanuki exited through the chamber door, not the air vent.
Objection.
But the Forbidden Chamber doesn't open from the inside. So what you're saying makes no sense. Right?
Someone on the outside opened the door for you, isn't that right?
Yep, that's right, Mr. Blackjack. The door suddenly sprung right open.
What the fuck did you just call me?
Sprung right open? Who was on the other side?
Didn't get a good look on account of the sudden glare.
Like how the reflection from my head blinds fellow moviegoers emerging from the dark.
Oh my
Let me
god! Let's get you back to bed, Peepaw.
This backstory.
It's a serious problem for him.
Deeply out of pocket at yourself.
That's when I snatched that staff and made my daring escape. I wanted to equip a Zonite device to it. And then that little maid gal spotted me as I hightailed it down the hall.
That means the Forbidden Chamber wasn't open until after the time was discovered.
We got a song playing. All right, good. Thank you so much, Erikios, for redeeming the
Turn down for what?
for the redeeming the high up and then comboing it with the turn down for what. Thank you so much. And so, Straw Hat, thank you for the 10 bits. One of the things I hate about these games is the fact that
It's because he's bisexual.
somehow manages to nullify every single thing you've proved because it isn't decisive. Yeah, it can be frustrating. Unfortunately, it's the nature of it being a puzzle game like this, I guess.
Fucking Rickios just high-fived himself.
Don't blame him.
But wait! We still don't know who opened it. Maybe there really was a third person in the Fox Chamber.
Objection.
Well, you little Tanuki. When the Forbidden Chamber opened, did you see the accused passed out there?
Nope, only one there was the alderman, and he was dead as a doornail.
Aha. If the accused wasn't there, what do you suppose he was up to?
Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ah, don't tell me.
Smaller.
Yeah, he's shrinking. He's turning into a rat.
His true form.
Plainly, the only one who could have opened the forbidden chamber was the accused, Damien Tenma.
Oh!
Hold it!
No.
Wendy Lee,
Wait a second.
what do you want?
There had to be someone else besides Mayor Tenma there. Was Wendy Lee there? Did she do it?
What did Wendy Lee? Who did she kill?
Really? And who might that be?
Oh, you don't know Wendy Lee, Judge? Come on.
Oh, and you call yourself a
that would
Genshin
be-
Impact fan? I don't actually know if Wendy Lee is in Genshin Impact. I just assume that
gotta be,
anyone who
right?
plays Genshin Impact knows who Wendy Lee is.
What isn't she in?
What is she in?
What isn't she
What
in?
isn't she in?
Oh yeah, I mean anything recently. She does more directing these days, but
Ah, I see.
It seems our feisty little lass Wendy Lee has forgotten the most important thing. Evidence.
J-Train, thank you for the follow.
I
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
forget. I was just testing your attention to details.
you know the judge has only seen the live-action Cowboy Bebop.
Shut your mouth! I love classic anime.
I
My
thought it
hero.
was fine. I thought it was fine.
Very excited for the
It
One
wasn't my
Piece.
favorite, but it was fun. Miss Sykes, you can't prove your point without proof of some sort. It's a proven fact. Sorry, guess I put my foot in my mouth again.
You can find art of that somewhere, I'm sure.
Stop.
No, Athena. We're definitely onto something
No,
here.
Athena, we don't have time for that.
No.
Finish away.
We are?
Dark Jade, it's also a sign of how questionable the current legal system really is, with the focus being on guilty until proven innocent beyond all reasonable doubt. Then again, that seems to be how the Japanese legal system actually is at times, at least when the games first came out. Yes, it is also a commentary
Yeah.
of sorts, yes.
Think about it. If Filch was stuck inside the Forbidden Chamber, one of the alibis we heard would no longer hold any water. The defense would like to call a new witness to the stand. Someone who knew Mr. Filch was stuck in the Forbidden Chamber. And by virtue of knowing this, has an alibi that no longer adds up.
Not that insufferable.
Homosexual.
No.
Very well. The court will hear what Mr. Justice has to say.
Maryland Jutsu, you
But
came to the
speak
right
up,
place.
you're really short over there.
Homo lawyers, clap, clap, clap.
Whose
clap, clap.
alibi no longer adds up? It's somebody annoying, so I assume it's...
Should be
LaBelle.
LaBelle. Because at the beginning they said that they were in the foyer together while the
Wow.
murder was
Yeah,
happening.
I was like, why? Has Blackwell talked to this guy?
I mean,
It's just
Probably not
on
on camera.
site. It's just on site.
He's never interacted with him, and he's like, that fucking guy.
No.
Eileen Akira,
my-
welcome.
I looked to my left and Meatball and Gordon are sitting up and staring at me.
Babies.
why that's the defendant's aide, Florent LaBelle. Didn't he claim to be in the foyer at the time of the crime?
True, but in his alibi, he also claimed Mr. Filch was in the foyer too. However, as we all know, Mr. Filch was not there with Mr. LaBelle at that time. In short, Mr. LaBelle's alibi has disappeared.
Gah.
Laurent LaBelle's alibi was one big alibi.
Good one. to
Thank
follow.
you. Isn't that right, Mr. Filch?
I reckon there ain't no keeping that cat in the bag here neither. It was all Mr. LaBelle's idea.
Rock Ruland, thank you for the 10 bits. Pretty sure anyone with a couple miles of LaBelle would feel an annoyance in the Force.
He told me he'd button his lip about me breaking into the Forbidden Chamber. And in return, he said we'd vouch for each other's alibi.
Alibi.
Shame on you, Mr. Filch. Perjury is a serious crime, you know. It's not one we enforce around here, but it's a crime technically.
Shucks. Mercy, Your Honorship, mercy.
Well, all right.
I also assert that the person who opened the Forbidden Chamber for Mr. Filch was none other than Florent LaBelle. After all, his alibi has just been proven to be a complete fabrication.
I see. We will take a 20-minute recess.
Stop pushing for the recess.
I just want a nap,
He
please.
wants to go play Genshin.
The Azalmagia, thank you for the 10 bits. Perjury is a serious crime, you know. No, it isn't. I know, but I'm legally required to say that it is.
After which time we will see what Mr. LaBelle has to say for himself.
Yes! We're finally gonna drag that slippery snake onto the stand.
Yes, dragon.
Dragon!
Yes.
In the meantime, the prosecution will question Mr. LaBelle about these new allegations.
I'm not doing any particular voice, Straw Hat. I'm just doing a voice that came to my mind. I wasn't doing an impression. April 19th, 10:25 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3.
I will be right back.
Oh, sure thing. Do you guys need to AFK?
I
No.
am good.
We're good? We're
I
good?
physically cannot.
Oh, because of cats.
I have a 30-pound man in my arms.
Oh, Big Gordon.
Oh, he's drooling.
We're taking a short break from the game while Soupy is AFK.
Did you see the picture, Martin?
Let me have a look. Thank you for the hydrate command there, Senmaru. I might share this picture in the chat. Let's see.
Should.
Not in the chat, sorry. In the... Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I just turned and that was what was there.
That's so cute. Let me see if I can put that on the screen. Oh, that's so funny.
We're being supervised today, everybody.
Oh, it's a very large image.
You
Hang on.
best behavior.
Oh, caca.
There we go. Let's zoom in on these cats. They're looking. They're looking. Meatball is so animated when he's around you. It's so funny. Gordon has that same face he always has where he's just waiting for you to look at him.
He's very annoyed.
Very funny.
They
Love
just
them
wanna say-
kitties.
It's funny because, like, Gordon also likes hanging out in the cat crate that I have up here in the office. Like, when I left my booth, he was in there last. And then Meatball came and got a bunch of pets, and I posted a little video on my Twitter. And then Meatball left, and then I just turned and Gordon and Meatball were there. So I'm like, damn, are you guys unionizing for attention here? Like, what's going on?
Hey, Marion, could you do me a favor?
Yes.
And this is just something I want to try. I don't know if it's going to fix anything, but you know how you keep turning the gain up when you're doing Black Quill? Can you just kind of keep the gain up and then I'll turn you down if I need to?
I mean, Blackwill is like at
Okay.
2 o'clock, and I normally keep the volume at around like 12 o'clock.
The only reason I say
So-
is because you're significantly quieter every time you turn it back down, and it's I think
Okay,
I
then
think you could be
can
a bit.
just not. I was turning it down to like 11, so I can just keep it around 12.
Sure,
if
that
that's
works.
the case.
Sorry, I just wanted to adjust things while we had a break.
Yeah.
The orange cat is Meatball. That's correct. He used to be when he was smaller. He had a big belly, didn't he, Marin?
Yeah, he was like a kitten that was being given away in front of a grocery store, and he just had the biggest belly and a little crook in his tail.
Oh.
And my mom actually brought him home, and I got to see him, and he just immediately latched onto me. He was like curled up in my legs, and anytime I left the room and came back, he would yell at me. He'd be like, "Wow, wow, wow." So.
Very
now
loud
we've
cat.
got- Yeah.
That
And
is
Gordon's
sweet.
one that we got when he was 4, so very different story there. But
But he's very,
I'm back.
he's made himself at home. Welcome back, Soupy.
I
he
thank you.
also has a big belly.
He has a much bigger belly.
I always love when you guys send pictures like from like above
Yes.
because he's just like round.
He's so big. Big old
Aerial
football.
view.
Yeah. I kind of imagine he's got like sort of the similar shape as BB-8 does, where it's
Kind
just
of,
like
yeah.
it's just like a ball on top of another ball.
Yeah.
When he
does
sat
roll
down,
around.
when he sat down, he's got his legs like splayed like a football player.
So cute.
You gotta lose weight, don't you?
Oh, big
boy?
gourd.
Oh, baby.
We switched to different feeders, and that's been helpful. But we actually have
I
to play
don't-
with him.
He knows when it's about to go off. He's hanging around near the feeder right before it goes off, and I noticed this recently because I saw it going off, and he was already sat looking at it.
But he doesn't even fly.
Pets like they like really easily learn their feeding time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he also doesn't eat like all the food. Like,
It's
he
true.
doesn't come upstairs to
He
eat
just
the
likes to
food.
watch it.
It's his
It's
halftime show.
excitement.
Yeah. It's dinner and a show.
It's fucking medieval times for cats, man.
The automatic feeder is my favorite show. I can't wait to see next week's episode.
Cat's watching like Star Wars, and it's like, man, I'm getting some real automatic feeder vibes from this.
Up, ready to keep going?
Yeah.
Yes.
We did it, Apollo.
Sorry.
We finally dragged Mr. LaBelle into court.
Yeah,
Hey, why the long face? For such a short guy.
I can't help but feel I'm missing something important. Plus, Prosecutor Blackwell's bound to mount a counterattack.
Oh, I was like, he's gonna mount who? Mount to come? What?
Okay.
You really are a worrywart, aren't you? It'll be fine. That mystery figure who opened the Forbidden Chamber for Mr. Filch had to have been Florent LaBelle.
I know, but that's not what's bugging me. I wish I could put my finger on it, though.
At any rate, the big showdown with Mr. LaBelle is up next, so chin up, Apollo.
See, I might be actually somewhat intrigued at this point if I didn't know for sure
Yeah,
that
that's true.
LaBelle had done it, but it's cut and dry.
Yeah, because honestly, like, up to this point, we've barely seen him.
Yeah. April 19th, 11 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 4. Although that probably would give it away as well if we didn't see the cutscene. Oh, that pose.
Joker.
Court is back in session. Our next witness is...
A fucking Joker.
No.
He's just the
Yes.
Joker, you know?
I'm acting on behalf of the mayor in this very important manner.
Matter.
It seems the witness is predisposed at the moment.
Surely you're jest. I will hold you to your promise, remember that. Oh, my deepest apologies.
Ew.
This is- I want to speak to you deeply. I want to insert myself into you. Into your
Mom, stop
mind.
touching that.
This is Florent LaBelle, personal aide to Mayor Tenma, or should I say, the accused.
Ouch, like the poor mayor hasn't suffered enough. Ouch.
Well, what business do you have with me?
I'm a very busy they-he, so let's make this as brief as possible.
You know what? Yeah, his flower physics are he's basically one of those VTuber models with jiggle physics on his,
He's got titty flower physics. Titty flower or flower titty? I don't know.
Your baldness.
Ah, right. Mr. Filch's testimony has revealed a hole in your alibi.
Ah!
And for this reason, you are suspected of having some sort of connection with the case at hand.
Are you alright? What happened?
Hello?
To think I'd be associated with this entirely lurid affair. Well, I'm not. So may I go now? I have very important matters to attend
Was
to.
he eating the cabbage?
I don't fucking know what's coming out of my mouth or inside of my mouth. I don't. I need to be more careful with the things I say.
I don't think so, Mr. LaBelle. Do you realize what a serious crime you've committed? Chewing the scenery the way you are?
I'm very serious.
Witness, you are being accused of perjury. This is your chance to clear the air.
Fine. The truth is, I faked my alibi for a very good reason. The mayor was obviously the killer, so I created a fake alibi to confuse the matter.
What? Wait, what?
You see, as his personal aide, I felt I had to protect him. Sorry.
Oh, I see. He's acting like this is a confession, I see.
He wants to be a silly guy so bad.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
You think this is funny?
It's hilarious.
Without your alibi, you're a suspect too. What were you really doing at the time of the crime?
Being a little silly, Billy.
And Marin, can you say we live in a society?
We live in a society.
Oh, sorry.
That's the line. That's the line.
Stop stalling and tell the court what you were really doing at the time of the crime.
Stop licking the walls, please.
Is Gordon licking
Stop
walls?
licking the walls.
Aww.
I have fake fur on my walls. He's licking it.
Oh, grooming the wall.
Oh, God. Thank you for the hydrate command there, Yugi Master 96.
No brain cells in this man. Gordon. Stop it.
Everyone's like, is that cat licking the walls?
Where'd this cat come from?
Enough jabbering. Swords have been drawn. The time for talk is past.
Swords? What swords?
Stop.
This is a duel to the death. The fate of the accused rests in our hands.
Oh, it's a duel to someone else's death.
Begone, ye of cowardly heart. The battlefield hath no place for ye.
John Con _ thank you for the follow. I could picture this guy being voiced by, like, Will Ferrell doing a over-the-top English Shakespearean performance.
Yeah. Like a sort of Mugatu style.
Yeah.
Again?
Spare me, please.
He broke free.
So much for sturdier shackles.
Shut the fuck up. Those chains hindered my vow that heads would roll this day. I vowed that I would kill someone, and those things were just holding me back.
Now I'm gonna do it.
I'm
Vampiro,
reformed, though.
Vampiro, thank you for the 10 bits. I feel like this is a quote from something, but I don't know it. robots don't say ye.
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 Oh, maybe Flight of the Conchords?
Oh. Could be.
This gives keeping your head on in court a whole new meaning. I've never heard that phrase in my life, but...
No one says that.
This gives keeping your head on in court a meaning.
Will the witness please deliver the accused's death knell? You know of what I speak.
Oh, I guess it's a Futurama quote. I forget that one.
Oh.
Most certainly. Oh, his goose is already cooked. Time to stick a fork in him.
Via Torai, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a good stream. I'll give you a quick shout out there. You were playing Honkai Star Rail. Hey!
Honky tonk rail.
Good luck pulling... Is it Blade? Is that the guy that just was added? Somebody? Or Silver Wolf? I hope that you got Silver Wolf. These are character names.
Whatever he has to say can't be good. And it'll take a while.
As I told Prosecutor Blackwell during the recess, I rushed right over to the Fox chamber when I heard little Jinxie scream.
What?
Then, drumroll please.
Oh, right, the episode where Fry is put in the robot institution because he thinks he's a... I forget why he's in there. It's an accident?
Drum roll, please.
Sorry.
Is that one of the old Futurama episodes?
Yeah, that's like season 2. That's the one with...
Oh. I don't remember.
I saw Mayor Tenma opening the Forbidden Chamber doors.
But...
There you have it. The mystery man who opened the chamber door, as witnessed by one Phineas Filch. It was the accused. There was never any third party.
That's right, Roberto frames Bender and Fry for the bank robbery that he does. That's right, and he like calls someone on the witness stand on the phone and like threatens them while they're testifying. It's a great episode. Season 3, episode 12. It's very good.
So fat.
Ali?
Oh, lag, sorry.
Oh, and that's not all. I heard something quite startling there at the scene of the crime.
Stella Coyote, thank him for 10 bits. Fry goes to the insane asylum on account of his useless hyper chicken lawyer and because the judge overstuffed human asylums with the poor.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. It's because of...
I remember now.
Yeah, they're too full. Futurama has very depressing details buried in its comedy.
Startling sounds bad.
Oh, sorry, I got distracted. Gordon's not often in here with me, so I'm
Sure,
like, what's
sure.
going on here?
The mayor, who was barely conscious, muttered this. Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed the alderman. That's right. The mayor actually confessed to the murder right then and there.
And Jinxie remembered that, right? She had a memory
She
of that?
did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
Did he confess?
Sure did.
Order! Order in the court! This is quite conclusive testimony if it stands.
Just so. And quite astonishing, I might add. I only learned of this fact during the recess. I just love surprises, don't you? That's why I saved the best for last. Consider it a gift from me to you.
No way. I don't believe Mr. LaBelle heard the mayor confess.
Snow the First, thank you for resubbing for 8 months in a row, 12 total. I got here and we're already in deep shit. What else is new for Ace Attorney? Thank you so much for your year of sub there, Snow the First. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Deep shit is kind of the status quo.
Status quo.
Yes.
Yeah. But is this really true? Did Mayor Tenma really confess?
It is indeed. During that last recess, I confirmed it with the mayor's daughter. It would seem Mayor Tenma actually did confess.
That testimony is quite favorable to the prosecutions.
Ah.
This is LaBelle. Yes, I called earlier about the party reservation. That's right, and I'll be calling my little shindig Mayor Tenma's Conviction Gala.
He's both hosting it and providing balloon animals.
I'm devastated. A splendid time is guaranteed for all but the mayor and his defense.
Well, as it seems our witness is a very busy man, let's get right to his testimony.
Guys, I think Pizza Man 228867 is onto something. He says this
Pizza
man is
Man.
lying.
Pizza Man's really honing in on something there.
I
Correct,
agree.
reinforce, validate.
Pizza doesn't lie.
Mr. LaBelle, please tell us what you saw when you came upon the scene of the crime.
All right. What LaBelle saw.
I was in the hallway, hiding in the shadows. That's when I heard the confession. Upon learning of her father's crime, little Jinxie fled without ever noticing me.
This is Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, Pizza Man.
Immediately after that, the mayor came to, stood up, and opened the forbidden chamber.
Thank you, Ellie Echoes, for the follow.
As I ran in terror, the demon emerged from his prison.
What?
In shock, I fled down the hallway to my right, to the one with the phone at the end.
Bam.
Phone fam.
I must say, this is a shocking revelation. Quite unexpected. To think the defendant actually confessed then and there to his crime.
LaBelle.
Oh, sorry, I was cooing at the cat again.
Perhaps the guilt was too much to bear, so he confided in his daughter.
You do realize you should not have withheld such crucial testimony from the court.
Once again. Sorry.
He said JK. He said JK.
JK.
Well, you said JK, so...
LOL, I'm just JK. You guys. It's just, I feared being... hang on. I feared being accused if I mentioned... Fucking hell. I feared being accused if I mentioned coming upon that most unpleasant scene.
Oh, you
There
see,
we
so
go.
he was worried about getting in trouble, so he didn't
Yeah.
tell them things.
Pretty sure it's a sign to come on the scene.
Why did the mayor's confession have to be brought up by this guy?
Korewa guy.
You better do something before the judge declares the mayor guilty.
Huh. As a death row inmate once told me in years gone by, there is a time to fight and a time to yield, a time to live and a time to die.
Isn't that a Beatles song?
Shut the fuck up.
As a death
He was in-
inmate
he
once
was
told
in-
me,
yeah.
you
He
gotta
was
know
in
when to
prison,
hold
Ringo
them
Starr.
and when to fold them.
Not to know when to hold.
He's laying it
He
out
was
real
in for
thick
drugs.
now.
He possessed weed.
What?
He was going to get killed for weed possession.
The Beatles were gonna get
No,
killed for
no,
possession.
know when to fold him and know when to hold him is Willie Nelson.
Oh,
Isn't it?
yes.
And he's a stoner.
So
Hey,
he's-
remember the Ace Attorney anti-weed campaign?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I want one of those posters so bad.
Me too.
I really want one. I keep forgetting to look for one.
Wait,
The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Kenny
wonder-
Rogers.
Oh, Kenny Rogers was no one to hold him.
No, Kenny Rogers doesn't smoke weed.
Kenny Rogers is on trial for weed.
Kenny Rogers was wrongfully convicted for weed possession because the judge thought he was Willie Nelson.
The judge misheard know when
so
to.
sure.
The judge misheard know when to hold him and know when to fold him and thought it was about rolling papers.
You never fold
You do
rolling
that-
papers.
You do that with papers.
Not in my courtroom.
When you make a weed.
How many triangular joints have you smoked, Judge?
All right. I was in the hallway, hiding the shadows. Upon learning of her father's crime, little Jinxie fled without ever noticing me. Immediately after that, the mayor came to, stood up, and opened the forbidden chamber. But he was still unconscious, right? As I ran into her.
People lie.
It's true, yes.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out which one to yell about.
Which one is the most lie?
As I ran in terror, the demon emerged from his prison. Should I be pressing?
Yeah, you can press. We can see if
Okay.
we get any.
Let's
hints.
press from here. Vaishni73, thank you so much for the 51 months of sub. Hope you're doing well, Martin. Thank you for all the wonderful content and keep being yourself. You're always so kind, Vaishni. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. That's a lot of support.
He opened the forbidden chamber, but why would he do that?
Who knows? Maybe he wanted to free the demon Tenmataro.
Objection!
The courtroom is no place for fairy tales. Remember, you are under oath. Stop tucking me in.
Hello, LaBelle speaking. Yes, I will certainly explore the matter. Toodles. Now, where were we again?
You are going to tell us the real reason why the mayor opened the forbidden chamber.
Why'd he do it, Corbin? Oh, yes, of course.
Jesus Christ.
Don't give a shit. Hello, this is LaBelle. Good one, sir. You're an absolute riot. Okay, bye.
What?
You were saying?
I hate him.
Never mind. This is a waste of time. He's just going to tell more lies.
The witness will focus on his testimony, not his phone calls. Now, tell the court what you did after you saw the mayor open the forbidden chamber.
Well, after that,
Okay. Ran in terror, the demon emerged from his prison.
Hold it!
What was Mr. Filch like at the time? Was he a good guy?
he was shouting, I can't see, it's the curse of Tenmataro. Then he took off running like a madman.
He must have been blinded by the sudden light flooding in.
Wrong.
What?
He set eyes upon me, and was thus blinded by my radiant beauty.
Oh, meatball.
So it was the curse of Florent LaBelle rather than Tenmataro?
Yes, I'm afraid such beauty can be a curse. It's almost criminal.
Guilty.
The only thing criminal here is your ceaseless jabbering. Now get on with your testimony. Oh, forgive me your darkness. Let's see. Oh, yes. I fled for dear life from Tenmataro and
Okay, we learned nothing.
Sean.
Okay. Oh yeah, the phone. Of course. Like he has phones, right?
He has so many phones.
So after you fled into the hallway with the phone at the end, Tenmataro ran off toward the foyer?
Precisely.
Noticed any inconsistencies, Apollo?
Well, Jinxie also saw Tenmataro, right?
She did. She said they passed each other in the hall after she made that call to the police. So they should have run into each other.
Yeah.
Well, if LaBelle had fled down the hall where that phone is, Jinxie would have seen him when she was returning from making her call.
Oh, right. And if she saw him, she would have definitely asked him for help.
Unless she thinks he's fucking mid.
Right. It just doesn't make any sense. Time to review the evidence.
Nah, she saw him and just ran screaming even louder.
Yeah. She's like, oh my god, that's even worse.
Another demon!
If we don't find some way to poke a hole in his testimony, Mayor Tenma is as good as guilty.
This is bad. Very bad.
Fox Kit SA, thank you for the follow.
We need to find
It's
an
because he's
inconsistency,
bisexual.
mistake, some kind of conflict.
And Vampiro, thank you for the vamp redeem there. Appropriate.
It's all over if we can't find a flaw in the prosecution's case.
So over.
Okay. So I assume we contradict that last statement with
I think it's the one where he says he ran in terror or something like that.
Okay.
That one, yeah.
so present the scene of the crime.
Actually, I think you might be right about the last one.
Okay.
That one makes more sense, I feel like.
Yeah,
Right.
since
Down the
they
hallway because it's saying
went through
position.
the
Because she
trouble
said,
of mentioning
yeah,
it.
and she said she went to go call for help, right?
Okay. So I'll present that.
Objection!
Oh no.
Is there what about her statement?
Yeah,
Right,
is there like
right.
something more definitive?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Consider the evidence. There's obviously something wrong with that statement.
Your gall knows no bounds. It's shocking, really.
What's that supposed to mean?
You stand there brazenly objecting to perfectly factual statements. One does not see such shameless behavior that often. You fucking whore.
A penalty for our shameless attorney.
Oh boy.
And
Give that judge a drink.
yeah.
Oh,
Give that a
no.
drink a while.
Looks like Blackwell is turning the judge against me. He's usually so on my side.
So let's read
this
her
one.
statement.
He was carrying a style that he couldn't call for help. There was no one else in the hall.
Ah,
There
yeah.
it is.
Objection!
Florin LaBelle, you're lying, just like Pizza Man said about having witnessed these events from the hallway.
Sorry, Judge, I pressed the wrong button.
What on earth do you mean?
Thank you for the hydrate command there, Yugi Master.
Huh.
Oh.
Yes. Care to fill the rest of us in, Mr. Justice?
If Mr. LaBelle had really fled down into the hall with the phone in it, he would have crossed paths with Miss Tenma.
What's this?
After she discovered the crime scene, she immediately went to call the police. Then, after making her call, she went back to the main hallway, whereupon she encountered the demon, yokai, or whatever you want to call it. As for me, I call it Phineas Filch in a Tenmataro costume. The encounter happened right here where the hallways meet, where their tips touch. As for Mr. LaBelle, if he had fled here, feigning escape from the yokai imposter,
Why, yes, that is my line. And the two would have both have.
Oh, you big fat boy.
Right. Except Miss Tenma told us there was no one else in the hall. In short, Miss Tenma did not see you in the hall because you were never really there.
My eyes! My beautiful eyes!
You've got eye damage now.
Fuck.
+1 eye damage.
Nice corneas,
What?
idiot.
But Mr. Justice, the witness also stated that he heard the mayor confess. If he was lying about hearing the confession from the hall, then where was he when he heard it?
Inside the Fox Chamber. Where else?
But isn't that within the very crime scene?
Yes, that's the point.
Yes, it is, Your Honor. And that means he's not really a witness. Rather, he's the third party I've been alleging this whole time.
What? You think I'm the killer? How dare you?
Silence.
Oh.
You piece of shit. A true man knows when he is beaten. A shield of lies comes to naught before a foe with the sword of truth bared. Prosecutor Blackwell, what are you? I thought we were on the same side. No, we just have the same voice, you bear. You are mistaken. There are no sides here save for my cold, steely edge of judgment. You are alone upon this battlefield with naught but your eyes and sickly sweet perfume.
That's a fun animation. Look at that face.
Yeah.
Whoa, what just happened? Blackwell's really tearing into him.
You heard the mayor's confession from the inside, did you not, you deviant little dandy?
Dandy.
Stick burn from me. For the sole location from which you could have seen and heard the mayor and the tanuki. Without either of them noticing, you was right there in the Fox Chamber.
Oh, so yeah, they're going for more of a commoner, like a, I don't know, you was right there in the Fox Chamber kind of accent.
Yeah. Oh my. So that's how it's going to be? Fine. I'll come clean then.
Seriously? You admit to being there in the Fox Chamber?
Big.
I do. I did enter the room after the murder. But I was afraid of being falsely accused. So I lied about it, just like Pizza Man said.
Did a little perjury.
Just a little.
It's a little perjury between friends. I mean, I felt terrible about lying like that, but it's a verbal cologne I use to protect myself.
Now, anytime someone says I have bad breath, I'll just say, it's my verbal cologne.
It's eau de ass.
You better explain yourself, Mr. LaBelle.
Yes, of course. I was just about to get to that.
The witness is skating on thin ice. I'll remind you that perjury is a very serious crime in theory.
We swear. We swear it is.
We're gonna look real
Is
mad
it
at
perjury
you.
if they keep saying that and then they just don't do anything
Yeah,
about
you
it?
stop perjuring.
When do we get to play the Ace Attorney spin-off game where it's just the like court cases for all the perjury?
Yeah. It's just like handled by like a completely separate team of lawyers who are a lot more boring.
Yeah, it's very normal.
And in their middle age.
Yeah. Now let's hear your
Finally.
testimony again. This time without your perfume of lies.
Oh,
Judge.
Judge is getting in on it.
In the Fox Chamber.
I did enter the Fox chamber after the murder, but I didn't enter until after Jinxie had heard the confession and left. Okay, so I heard the mayor groan and hid behind the folding screen there.
But wasn't the folding screen... Anyway.
Alright, it's right there.
Yeah. Was it folded or was it not?
I
don't
feel like
remember.
it was... Wouldn't he have seen the back of it? Wasn't that a whole thing? I don't know.
What
I don't remember.
What I
It's
saw
been a
there-
long time.
Yeah.
We've been on this case for years.
Yeah.
We're all different men now.
It was absolutely horrifying. So you see, I was there, but merely watching from behind the screen.
I feel like something about the fact that the screen is involved in opening the door is important or something.
From behind the screen? Why, yes, I believe you wouldn't be spotted if you were there.
But you'd have to go back there to open the door.
Yeah.
Just so. He could see everything without being spotted by the victim or that Tanuki filch. Suffice to say, he was a mere witness to the events rather than an actual third party.
Well, this guy's as slippery as an eel.
Stop eating my pussy.
Without
We're in the middle of court.
Stop tucking me
This
in.
this is a conflict of interest. Between my thighs? That laugh had like levels.
Apollo, you think he's telling the truth?
Kenwood, thank you for the 100 bits. Wait, so he was watching people behind a screen and he left hand lotion at the crime scene? I think Filch had the hand lotion, didn't
Filch took the...
he?
Yeah.
Because it had his
Yeah.
fingerprints
So
on it.
Filch was
So-
fapping.
Yes. So whatever you're implying, it
Yeah.
was Filch.
Alina Kira, thank you for bunking Marin.
Stop saying that gay people are perverts. They're only murderers, okay?
It's culture.
They're one or the other, but not both.
He's smashing the system in the skull.
Well, he was in the Fox chamber, so at least that must be... So at least
That
that
makes
much
sense.
must be true.
It's because he's bisexual.
The defense may cross-examine our slightly voyeuristic witness.
Oh,
Okay.
Maybe more than slightly.
kink
Same,
shaming the
though.
witness. Was just Jerry, thank you for the vamp redeem there.
Can you imagine being in court and someone's just like, objection, kink shaming the witness?
That's gonna be my style of law. Get me in that courtroom.
And Kokono Megami, thank you for the phrasing redeem. In the Fox Chamber. Okay, so... Did enter the Fox Chamber after the murder. I didn't enter until after Jinxie had heard the confession and left. I heard the mayor groan and hid behind the folding screen there. What I saw there up close, it was absolutely horrifying. I'm guessing...
So press that maybe,
Oh, the...
because he doesn't actually go into detail there.
Yeah.
Hold it!
Could you describe the crime scene in a bit more detail?
Huh? And what exactly would you like details about?
Well, what I'd like to ask you about is...
The murder weapon?
Let's say the Moira weapon.
the Moira weapon.
Moira weapon.
Could you describe the state of the weapons that had been used at the scene?
The spear had been thrust all the way through Alderman Cuby. Then there was that statue the Alderman used to bludgeon Mayor Tenma. That incredibly inspiring symbol had fallen to the floor.
Oh, how does he know it's inspiring?
Yeah, fucker.
Oh, right, the statue. But why would he find it inspiring? Why exactly did you find the statue inspiring?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, when I saw that statue, I felt as if the baby.
Yeah, we all
I
felt
felt
as if the blah 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 blah.
That is inspiring.
Bleep bloop, bleep bloop, bleep bleep bloop.
Okay.
I felt as if the merger had been realized. It was like a celebration of union between a town and a village, an inspiring symbol of goodwill.
A broken statue next to a bloody corpse? Real inspiring.
Well, Mr. Justice, do you consider his statement to be of any importance?
Is it important?
Yeah.
Very important.
Yeah.
I believe that to be extremely important. I request that it be added to the testimony.
Because that motherfucker was broken.
A statue had fallen to the floor. It was a token of goodwill celebrating the municipal merger. I guess we present the statue.
Yeah, I think so.
Objection!
Do I want to do my job? Yes or no?
Mm-hmm.
Your lies have finally betrayed you, Mr. LaBelle.
What possibly could you mean?
You said this statue was like a celebration of union between town and village. Isn't that correct?
It is indeed, but what of it? The two yokai are joining hands in goodwill. As if they were celebrating the municipal merger.
You and I both know yokai love nothing more than municipal mergers, but...
They're joining hands. They're making out. They're having explicit penetrative sex.
Oh, good for them.
I think it's a sign of goodwill.
Can't wait to write that fan fiction.
Oh no.
Something the matter?
JLB1012, thank you for the follow.
So, how did you really know that this statue was meant to be a symbol of goodwill again?
They were holding hands. What? Justice Dono, explain yourself and make it quick.
This statue was meant to... This statue was meant to symbolize goodwill in its original form, but that was a secret.
A secret? Whatever do you mean?
What I mean is that it broke when someone used it to strike Mayor Tenma on the head. What's left clearly makes it look like the two yokai are battling it out.
Battling it out.
The statue's secret and its true form were lost inside that locked room. For Miss Tenma is the only living soul who should know what it once looked like. So, Mr. LaBelle, where could you have possibly seen the statue in its original form?
What do you mean, where?
The only possible answer is this. You saw the statue in its original form, right there in the room where the alderman was murdered before it was broken.
I feel like that noise could have been sampled. It was so perfect.
How dare you? That was made with my own mouth.
Mr. Justice, are you accusing the witness with some sort of crime?
Yeah, typically.
Some kind of crime?
Shockingly, yes. Yes, I am.
In court?
Lauren Lavelle, I accuse you of the murder of Alderman Rex Cuby.
Damn, never could have seen this coming.
I saw it skeeting from the very beginning.
Order! Order! Mr. LaBelle.
I could see the arc of this skeet from a mile away.
Order! What the fuck are you saying?
You couldn't see it coming? Well, I could.
You've been accused of murder, among other things. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
How could you possibly accuse me? The embodiment of beauty! I'm so hot!
Way to go, Apollo. This is the conclusive evidence we needed. Magnifico.
Sweating and getting into my eyes.
We've got you now. We know you killed the alderman. Now, admit it. Intervention.
Silence. Enough of your silly games, Justice Dono.
Enough of your silly game trilogy.
Your homosexual games. This prancing peacock could not possibly be the killer. This want-to-be Joker.
What are you talking about? His alibi has already crumbled to dust. And I just proved that he was in the Fox chamber while it was still locked tight.
Silence.
What?
Okay. Why could he have not seen the statue in its true form before the murder?
Well, yeah, no, hey.
After all, he was close friends with the alderman. Ergo. Yes, that's right. I clearly remember it now. Alderman Cuby told me about it. What about the statue? No, wait, hang on. About what the statue actually looked like. I mean, he was a good friend of mine.
Yeah, right. He wouldn't show you a secret gift just like that.
Silence.
Moreover, it has already been proven that he was not present at the scene of the crime.
It has? I wasn't paying attention.
God damn it. Forgotten, have we? Recall
Yes.
the little... Okay, alright, folks. Recall the little scamp's statement, if you will. When Jinxie Tenma unlocked the Fox Chamber, she saw the alderman and the mayor collapsed therein, and no one else.
Dang it.
Yeah, the fact is, it was you two who made that apparent in yesterday's court session. Thus, Florent LaBelle could not have possibly been in that locked room. Alright, calm down.
No. I just don't get it. What is law?
How do I do this?
There's no way to know.
How
Wish they
could
wrote a book
Jinxie
about
not
it.
have seen LaBelle?
The proof is...
Hoo-ha!
Wait, hang on, no.
What is it in?
Hoo-ha!
The convertible?
Which
The
will-
proof is in the
Hoo-ha.
convertible.
The proof is incontrovertible. No room for a debate exists.
Thank you for the hoo-ha review.
That was
there,
that
Medic.
convertible?
I will eat your entire family. I will
How did
break my
convertible get
shackles.
into the Fox chamber?
I will get out of these shackles. I will decapitate your wife, and I will eat your grandchild.
What?
But I'm reformed. I am reformed. I'm not a criminal anymore.
I'm normal. I'm normal.
normal. Am I not right, Your Highness? Your
Highness.
You're up there high. I don't fucking know.
Went too English.
Ugh.
It does seem awfully conclusive. The facts point to the defendant and victim being the only people in that locked room. Moreover, the defendant has already confessed.
Objection. Silence.
That-
Shut the fuck up.
The rare counter.
You cannot defend the indefensible. Your role in this charade is over, Justice Dono.
Yeah, Sister Hat. He's obviously leading the witness, but you know the prosecutors in these games are like video game enemies. They have special powers that just they get away with.
I'm very grumpy and I have a homophobic bird.
And the homophobia is rubbing off on me.
Oh.
Your baldness. This
Kinda like the
trial-
one from earlier.
Alright, okay. That was a mistake. This trial would last an eternity if we were to keep crossing blades with these simpletons. It is high time you brought down the hammer of justice.
Point well made. I believe it's time to declare a verdict.
Well, he's got me there.
This court finds the defendant, Damien Tenma.
Well,
Oh.
Look, I found him.
It would seem that my time is at hand.
Mayor Tenma?
Sir, there is a matter to which I must testify. I recall it now, only for your good graces.
Counselor? Oh, right, he must mean me.
I think I'm figuring out this law thing.
Has he finally remembered what happened before that blow to his head?
Bailiff, don't just stand there. Seize him.
That's no good. I can't restrain him.
He's so small, he's invisible.
Know me and despair. For I am Tenma Taro, demon lord of the yokai.
Our invisible bailiff was useless.
Mr. Justice, do something.
You restrain him, Mr. Justice.
Yeah.
Since
I'm
when
literally
am I,
half his fucking weight.
since when am I responsible for court security?
Apollo, this is our chance. We might get some new information out of him.
Thank you for unleashing the proto-badger snow.
Your Honor, seeing as our client has something new to say, I believe due process demands that we hear him out, even if he is a yokai. As established by the city of Japanifornia versus Dahlia Hawthorne.
When you put it that way. Still, I believe testimony by a yokai is unprecedented in the legal world.
It's not even a parrot.
Yeah.
Huh. Unprecedented in absurdity, more like.
All right then, Mr. Damien Tenma. Or should I say, Mr. Tenma Taro. Your testimony, please.
I shall now speak of recollections most real, courtesy of my host Damien Tenma. Heed these words, mortals, for hear them but once you shall. Ka 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 ka.
Duskbringer 13, thank you for the 10 bits. Phoenix, you had a Ure, evil spirit, like once from the grudge. In the court once, judge, good point. That would be a weird witness testimony, just from the grudge. The ruler of demonkind.
Not the weirdest thing we've seen.
Barely conscious was Damien there amid the darkness. Suddenly, two yokai did appear. On one side, I, Tenma Taro, ruler of demonkind, and on the other, my mortal enemy, the nine-tailed fox.
So is the defendant asserting that the room he was in was very dark at the time?
Strange as it may be, yes, indeed, all was in darkness.
And the part about Tenma Taro and the nine-tailed fox being there?
Yes, that too! Tenma Taro towered overhead, and the nine-tailed fox glittered gold.
I call animal abuse, Your Honor.
Huh. It would seem the defendant's recollections are not to be trusted.
Yes, well, truth be told, my host's recollections are still a bit fuzzy. As if half-dreamt, that happening lingers in his mind.
Apollo, maybe I can help here.
Really? Oh, you mean...
Yeah, I can hear it. The discord in his heart.
He's getting a Discord call in his heart?
Yeah, it's really weird. I can hear the ringing.
That?
Bup, 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 bup.
That new nitro is real lit.
I sense an unusual emotion in the mayor's memory of the event.
Don't you hate it when somebody tags everyone in your heart?
It's because he's bisexual.
Thank you, Games Jake, for the Hydrate and Vamp redeems.
Okay, I just hope our findings don't come back to haunt us again.
Ooh. I'm your finding.
Activating DannyDeVito.exe.
What's up? It's sleep ass to ass, Charlie. You know that.
What's the unexpected emotion?
Barely conscious was Damien there amid the darkness. Suddenly, two yokai did appear. On one side,
Why is he
I,
sad?
Mataro of demonkind.
Maybe
and
he's just
on
like
the
that.
other
Why is he
side,
happy?
Little enemy, but the nine-tailed
The fox is kind of hot.
Oh,
Yeah, that fox is a little hot.
I recognize that
I'm
guy
not-
from Naruto.
I'm not a furry, but I am kind of a furry, if you know
When
what I
the
mean.
nine-tailed fox appeared, you not only experienced shock and sadness, you also had a furry awakening.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
On the record.
I'm sensing horniness.
Vampiro, thank you for the 10 bits.
So I just kept scanning.
Joy. Perhaps it was joy at the light coming to my eyes at long last. A long and terrible creaking did pierce the silence.
I love Thriller.
And then there was light. On reflection, it was a door that did produce that infernal racket.
Twitchy Enigma, Ted Mataro is using Discord to call from the underworld, and Damien Tenma became his speakerphone.
A creaking door. Oh, you must be talking about the goatsy door. It does make a lot of noise.
So this means the Forbidden Chamber really was opened. But what about the sudden light he described?
I think I know. He mentioned darkness and Tenmataro towering overhead. Maybe the mayor wasn't really in the Fox Chamber at the time of the crime. Mr. Mayor, did the darkness that you were in happen to be here?
Forbidden Chamber. Drag over
The air
there.
duct.
Yeah.
He was in there with Jamie Heineman.
The Forbidden Chamber? Was it not the Fox Chamber where the murder did occur?
Yes, but it all makes sense if you were in the Forbidden Chamber. That terrible creaking sound was probably the Forbidden Chamber's door opening.
Pizza Man 228867, thank you for the follow.
I want pizza.
And the towering Tenmataro you saw? Most likely the Forbidden Chamber statue.
I had a calzone yesterday, but it didn't quite hit like pizza does.
I might get pizza after this.
You need that exposed cheese, man.
Can't have
That's
pizza.
true.
I have to
Sorry,
prepare for my Oscapies.
Oh, that's right.
What?
We
Why?
shouldn't talk about pizza.
Why, yes, that would explain it. The darkness and the staff in the demon's grasp.
But even if that's all true, then what about the nine-tailed fox?
Maybe he was seeing things, just like Jinxie and her imaginary yokai.
Fantastico, Apollo. It's entirely possible.
That's my favorite thing.
In a groggy, dreamlike state, people can misremember things and events.
Honestly, she's way more appealing than she would be if she was saying it authentically.
Misremember, you say?
Protoss, thank you for the 10 bits. Hey, Karibo and friends, how are you guys doing? Can't wait for Apollo Justice Trilogy next year. We are also very excited for that.
Let me think. I do believe I remember now. That was not the nine-tailed fox. It was the amazing nine-tails.
What? The amazing Nine Tails.
At first, this is but a dream, I thought. Now, however, most clearly do I recall it.
Thank you, Protoss, for the doo-la-la-la-la-la redeem.
'Twas the amazing Ninetales who did open the Forbidden Chamber's door.
I'm sorry I asked.
The amazing Ninetales. But that was the victim, Alderman QB, right?
Yeah, why would he open the Forbidden Chamber? Wasn't he trying to keep it sealed?
Never mind that. This is completely new information. Let me enter it and run an update.
Oh, gotta restart. Barely conscious was Damien there in the Forbidden Chamber. Amid the darkness, a mighty statue of Tenmataro loomed overhead.
Yeah, why is he sad?
Suddenly the door did open and a shaft of light did pierce the gloom. Oh! The amazing Ninetales had come to the rescue, but he's still sad.
Yeah, I think of that one.
He's sad his pants are still up.
Damn.
When the amazing Ninetales opened the chamber, banishing the darkness within, you felt joy, but didn't you also feel a little shock and a little sad? Did you cry a little bit?
Maybe piss your pants
Don't worry,
a little.
you can tell us. I would have.
Oh, yes, in the hazy depths of my mind, I do recollect pissing my pants a little bit. I believe it was the Fiend's Cape of Red.
The Moon Matrix should really include the emotion of piss.
I'm going to attempt to say this. Ultrax Genos, thank you so much for the follow. Sorry if I'm completely butchering your name. I'm sorry, I probably am.
For when I did behold it, a great wave of sadness and piss did inexplicably wash over me.
There's that golden shower.
No,
We
not
got
that
there.
A cape of red?
Apollo, we've reduced the noise level.
And upped the piss level.
This is
Oh, but there's still a little piss left.
We gotta milk it out of him.
No. Mayor Tenma. Why were you all piss-pantsed when you saw the red cape?
Why, indeed.
Kenwood, thank you for the 100 bits. Before I got there, LaBelle had a white flower.
What could this mean?
Oh, you think there's perfume in this flower?
Can't spell perfume without P.
I guess his memory is still a little spotty.
I like that we're grossing Marin out now.
All right.
There's so much
What's
piss.
gross about this?
It's just so much piss. And he sprayed it directly in his face.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's why we have to get rid of it.
I don't like it. Not a fan. Don't bottle your piss.
He's not. That's the problem. I know because his latest recollection contradicts the evidence.
I'm sorry, Wildfire BB. Ninja Waller, thank you for the 10 bits, golden or white shower.
Yeah, it's one of those contradictions that slaps you right across the face.
Calm down.
No.
Something this obvious could arise. When someone is trying to force a fuzzy memory into a definitive shape. Apollo, I know what you have to do.
Piss.
Piss!
Oh, no.
You need to present evidence that contradicts the image you see.
Oh, so it's basically the same as the usual cross-examination process. Okay, time to review the evidence. Look out, contradiction. Here comes justice.
Okay, barely conscious. Amid the darkness, a mighty statue of Tenmataro loomed overhead. Suddenly the door did open and a shaft of light did pierce the gloom. The red cape. The amazing Ninetales had come to the rescue.
Let's see what we have that shows.
The Ninetales.
Well, no, the
Yeah.
wrestler image.
Yeah.
Maybe the poster.
You don't have no
He's
cape.
not wearing a cape.
The other,
Yeah.
no cape, yeah. I guess that's it.
From?
I think so.
Objection!
Let's try it. You're a fucking liar.
Yeah, well, actually, you said the Amazing Ninetales' cape was red. Are you sure about that?
Yes, well, I do believe it was a red cape I saw, but
Libippy, thank you for the follow. Or Lil Bippy, thank you for the follow.
Mayor Tenma, does this cape look red to you?
oh, that certainly does not look red, not even scarlet or crimson either. Nevertheless, upon my liberation, something red did fill my as yet hazy field of view. And I thought to myself, the Amazing Ninetales is arrayed in a cape of red.
So you mistook that red something for his cape, huh?
Apparently so, and remembering it now brings a great sadness upon me I might piss.
Stop that.
But from my eyes.
No.
Oh, okay.
So the red something probably wasn't a cape after all. Maybe that great sadness he mentioned is what's interfering with his memory.
You know, they call Pyramid Head that red pyramid thing. Maybe it was Pyramid Head.
Yeah, I think it's Pyramid Head.
Phrasing!
It's definitely Pyramid Head.
Can we call Pyramid Head to the stand?
Marin, thank you for the phrasing redeem.
Well, he could have seen the fox chamber behind the Amazing Ninetales. What red object could he have seen there that would have been that shocking?
Pyramid Head.
I know. Could it have been Silent Hill's famous antagonist, Pyramid Head? Mr. Mayor, was the red thing you saw this?
The statue?
No.
Maybe the.
I mean, my guess is blood, right?
Right, right. It would have to be.
Do we have any other photos?
It's literally just, wait, maybe there's something in... No.
So yeah, the blood.
I assume it's the
crime
blood,
scene.
yeah.
Take that!
Something red that could produce a deep sadness. Could it be, Mr. Tenma, that what you saw was the alderman's blood?
Blood? Why, yes, it was blood. Ooh, it's all coming back to me now.
Oh, so he's changed back?
No, he
It
just
was-
loves that song.
It
No, I
wasn't
think he's.
So coming back to me now.
It wasn't a red cape that I saw.
The Owlmark, thank you for the 10 bits. Maybe the red thing you saw was Little Karibo's Slifer red jacket. Oh, it was Jade and Yuki.
It was lying behind the Amazing Ninetales, the alderman's bloody body.
Ah!
Didn't we know he was dead? I mean...
All the blood.
Okay, so that
Why
means
is
he
he
couldn't have
just
killed
floating
him.
back there. His noise level is down to 0. I think he's remembered everything now.
Does this mean the Amazing Ninetales killed Alderman QB?
Straight up murdered.
But the alderman was the Amazing Ninetales, so how exactly would that work?
Hey, I asked you first.
There is a missing hunk in this story, yeah.
Where's
Well,
Phoenix?
Mr. Justice,
He's a hunk.
you should know how to make a complicated matter even more complicated.
True, but at the time of the crime, our client was in the Forbidden Chamber. Moreover,
Silence!
Shut the fuck up. Oi, don't you think this strange? The little scamp has already confirmed her father to be in the Fox Chamber. But she said not about seeing the Amazing Ninetales there. This is my
You
Jason
just-
Statham.
You just had to bring that up, didn't you?
I'm a voice actor.
Jinxie didn't see LaBelle there either.
I audition on the voice acting club.
Famous
for my
Jason
prison
Statham
film.
voice acting career.
Yeah. I just booked a role in a My Hero Academia fan club, so you may laugh now, but I'm coming up in the world, all right?
It's so weird. Who really was in that room then? Would the defense care to share any theories with the court? Can you explain the inconsistency between the defendant's testimony and his daughter's?
Yes?
Probably.
No.
We'll find out.
Yes, of course I can explain it, because if I don't, we're in serious trouble.
It's because he's bisexual.
Bisexual.
Yeah, same. Not with more of your bluffs and fairy tales, I trust.
Well, it's just Jerry. Thank you for cashing in your star chips there.
Fair warning, Justice Dodo. I shall have your head if you fail to explain this.
Oh, I should have asked at the start of the stream, by the way. Do any of you have a hard out time you need to be done by?
No, I'm just hard all the time.
Okay.
Hey.
I think like 3:30 for me.
Okay. So we'll go for another 20 minutes.
Hey.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
Hoo-ha! Hoo-ha!
Thank you, Ninja Warlock, for the hoo-ha redeem there.
What about a good old-fashioned penalty? Fuck. What about a good old-fashioned penalty?
Mental fuck.
A panel fuck? Oh my god.
God.
Well, Mr. Justice, let's see if you have a head worth keeping on your shoulders.
Kennel fuck game.
Oh no, I guess I better get in the position.
Twirls hair.
Umbra Phoenix, thank you for the hydrate, Commander.
First of all, Mr. LaBelle was definitely in the Fox Chamber while it was locked. We also know that Mayor Tenma was in the Forbidden Chamber based on his testimony. These two facts are crucial to my explanation. So let us consider the following question. If the facts point to Florin LaBelle and the victim being there at the scene, why did Jinxie Tenma see the victim and her father, Mayor Tenma?
A very good question indeed. And I suppose you have an answer for us?
Sadly, you would be supposing wrong.
You think she could have mistaken LaBelle for the mayor?
Well, if she did, then the question is, why did she do that?
Well, how about that explanation, Mr. Justice? I believe the time for questions is over.
It's obviously the mask.
The defense asserts that Florent LaBelle was at the scene of the crime. However, Jinxie Tenma has testified that she saw her father collapse there. If she has, in fact, misremembered the event, what could have made her do so?
LaBelle was disguised as, Tenma?
Probably.
The figure Miss Tenma saw was not her father. It was Florin LaBelle disguised as Damien Tenma.
Silence.
Shut up. That is a complete impossibility. Their faces are utterly unalike. How could you explain that away with a mere disguise?
Yes, they both do have incredibly distinctive faces.
Maybe this disguise completely hid his face.
It did have blonde hair in there.
Yeah.
That's true. I think Jinxie would have mentioned if she couldn't see her father's face.
And if it was that sort of a disguise, wouldn't she have removed it?
Oh, right.
Your sword is as dull as your mind, Justice Dono. Shall I show you what a truly sharp blade is capable of?
I think I'll pass. I'm dead again.
Huh.
Are you okay, Apollo?
I'm not fine, am I?
Aw.
Maybe.
He admitted it. Wow.
The walls are down.
Well, now that we have that little fairy tale out of the way, your boldness, your verdict, if you will.
Mr. Justice, I believe it's time for a verdict if you have no further arguments.
What's even left for me to do?
Apollo, remember what Mr. Wright always says? When you're stuck in a tight spot, turn the case upside down and shake it out for its lunch money.
No, that's not.
Turn the case upside down? Huh. He does say that, doesn't he? But I don't quite see how it applies here.
Literally just think of the opposite of what you said.
Still, never
Yeah.
hurts to give it a try, I guess. Let's see. Rather than Jinxie didn't remove the disguise, maybe she couldn't remove it. And rather than she didn't tell anyone about the disguise, maybe it was she couldn't talk about it.
A wrestler's mask is more precious than his own life. He'd never unmask himself in front of others. But there are matches where wrestlers battle for the right to remove each other's masks.
It's sirens.
Oh.
Tenma Town
The
is
wrestlers are demasking
Ivan.
each other right now.
criminal activity.
To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer.
That or getting the Bronco Buster to the face.
Is that where you throw the balls?
That is where
face, or is
you
that-
place your opponent in the corner of the ring, sat down,
With their
and then
balls?
yes, and you run from to the opposite corner of the ring, and then you run at them, and you throw your whole body crotch first into their face, and then bounce on their face.
Fun.
I don't know. What was that one sumo wrestler where his move was
There was
sticking
stink face.
somebody's face in his ass?
Rikishi Fatu, yes, he humiliated his opponents by putting them in the corner and intentionally rubbing his ass in their face. And infamously, the wrestler himself would not wipe his ass when he really wanted to stick it to his
Ew.
opponent. That is apparently an insider
Dedication.
thing. Yeah.
Ew. Men are. Why are
It's
men?
gross.
Why are wrestlers?
Yeah.
But also, why are men?
Yeah.
Why are
Valid
male
question still.
wrestlers?
Did you say this?
Yeah.
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 And what about the fact that it was the amazing Ninetales who opened the door? A mask that can't be removed in front of others? Can these facts turn things around?
Yami Kisara is correct as usual.
We got it all backwards.
Apollo?
I think we might have made a huge mistake.
We triggered the chat.
Now, for the record, I want to clarify, and I'm not going to go into any detail. He would not wipe intentionally because he was being a dick. He wasn't just doing it for a wrestling gimmick.
Yeah.
That was his
No, I
choice.
think it
That.
started. Wait, say that again?
Huh?
You said it wasn't just a wrestling
No,
gimmick?
yeah. The gimmick was that he put his butt in people's faces, but the wrestler himself made the decision to not clean when he wanted to prank the person he was in the ring with. Like it was an inside joke with them.
Hilarious.
Yes, no.
I mean, that's what they said, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah. They're laughing on the outside, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Good one.
Your baldness, I see no need to further indulge them in their silly little farts. The defense has no proof. They never did and they never will.
But it seems I must announce my verdict.
Shut the fuck up.
I do have proof.
Snow the First says, what a terrible day to have eyes and ears.
Welcome to the chat.
Woo!
Do you know?
Our aim really is to make sure that every Sunday you wish you actually were at church.
This is church. We're reminding you how much better you are than us now.
Yeah.
All right, but this better be good, Mr. Justice.
Thank you so much for getting us high up there, Ryu Karika. I think we needed it. All right. And
Turn down for what?
thank you for turning it down for what, Rikios.
We can solve the remaining riddles by turning all of our assumptions upside down. Everybody, do a handstand right now.
Okay.
Why Jinxie Tenma mistook Mr. LaBelle for her father, why she couldn't remove the costume, or tell anyone about it in the first place. Now these riddles are inextricably linked to Maya Tenma's secret identity. I was lost in your eyes, Judge.
Oh, I hear that all the time. Don't worry about it.
Shocking in the theater when they emerge from the darkness. A shocking secret identity that will turn the entire premise of this case upside down. This piece of evidence clearly reveals Mayor Tenma's secret identity.
This one?
Yeah.
I'm guessing so, yeah.
Gah. What absolute claptrap, poppycock, balderdash.
We thought the alderman was the amazing Ninetales and the mayor was Tenma Taro. That's why we believed the mayor killed the alderman in his lust for Ninetales' veil. And it was the basis for the prosecution's entire case against our client.
Lust, you say?
However,
I'm so glad somebody did it.
we got the whole thing backwards. Mayor Tenma wasn't Tenma Taro at all. He was the amazing Ninetales. Nilbog is goblin spelled backwards.
Well, what's this?
Yazulmagi, thank you for the 10 bits. So you see, this whole time he wasn't possessed by Tenma Taro. He was just playing a wrestling heel. Ah.
He was just being silly.
You'd best explain yourself, Justice Dono. And from where you derived such a far-fetched conclusion?
Jinxie no doubt knew the true identity of the amazing Ninetales. She couldn't tell anyone, no matter what. That's why she didn't say it was the amazing Ninetales she saw passed out. Even though, unbeknownst to her, it was really Florin LaBelle in disguise.
Silence.
Ah.
The accused and that deceitful dandy are utterly dissimilar in physical build and voice.
And Kaiser says, can we applaud our client here? The dude created a new heel persona out of the blue while being concussed to protect the kayfabe of the wrestling fed he belonged to. Jim Cornette would be proud. He sure would.
That little scamp would have seen the difference.
Objection.
Remember, Mr. LaBelle has his very own brand of cosmetics. And my testimony is sponsored by it. Why couldn't he fake a different bill, too? And what? And anyone speaking through a mask would naturally sound different.
What is he talking about? He has hair products so he can fake looking different?
He drew on abs, okay?
He drew
Yeah,
on
basically.
abs.
Lord Katsu, thank you for the follow.
Silence.
Why did she not simply pull the mask off?
Objection.
Corey ER567, thank you for the follow.
A masked wrestler's disguise is more precious than life itself. As a huge fan of the Amazing Ninetales, she would never dare unmask him.
We got him, Pizza Man.
Yay!
This has all been for Pizza Man.
This one goes out to you.
This case of mistaken identity also explains the riddle of the locked room.
Pizza Man is an integral part of our community now.
I have to ask, are we going to be able to conclude this before the hard out? Or...
I don't know.
Okay. Let's just keep going.
Then by all means, Mr. Justice, answer it for us already.
First, Mr. LaBelle entered the room where the mayor and the alderman were talking. I suspect he brought with him coffee laced with some sort of sedative. Once the alderman was out cold... Whoa. That's when Mr. LaBelle killed him.
Sorcerer Lance, thank you for the follow.
Next, he took the mayor, who he had also drugged, into the Forbidden Chamber.
I did not like the use of anime screenshot there.
No.
That felt more threatening than the fact that he had like a spear in his hand and was like actively murdering a guy.
Deeply triggered.
Then he returned to the Fox Chamber, slipped into some of the mayor's spare clothes, and completed the disguise by donning the Amazing Ninetales mask.
Spare clothes. With his, keep it in the Forbidden Chamber.
Yeah, just in case.
With his entire charade in place, Mr. LaBelle then let out a scream.
You don't keep your drag queen outfits in your forbidden chamber?
The scream that led Jinxie Tenma to the scene.
Ah, so then...
Headmeister in 1988, thank you for the 10 bits. Am I the only one who's genuinely concerned about the poor falcon on Blackwill's shoulder? Very concerned.
Fine, they're friends.
Yeah.
The person who said, I killed Alderman QB was...
That guy.
A furry!
Yep, that was Florin LaBelle in disguise. The mayor
Big
never...
soulful eyes.
The mayor never actually confessed.
Huh. This is no more than guesswork and speculation. Now stop your jabbering.
Objection!
No, you twisted samurai.
Twist me up,
This
baby.
time you stop your jabbering and let me finish my case.
All right.
Tailor-made Aiden Taylor, thank you for resubbing with Prime for 5 months. Your content has helped me a lot. Thank you. Oh, Taylor. Thank you. Thank you a lot.
Once Miss Tenma left the scene, Mr. LaBelle, still wearing the mayor's clothes and mask, opened the Forbidden Chamber so he could drag the mayor back out into the Fox Chamber.
Oh, so the Amazing Ninetales the mayor saw was...
Right. It was LaBelle opening the Forbidden Chamber. The second time Mr. LaBelle opened the door to the Forbidden Chamber, he happened to catch the thieving Mr. Filch by surprise. Startled, Mr. Filch in his Tenma Taro disguise ran as fast as he could away from the room.
Wow.
As he did, he left behind him a trail of feathers and tracks, and gave Miss Tenma the scare of her life in the hallway. With no one left to witness the events that had occurred, Mr. LaBelle then proceeded to drag the sleeping mayor back into the Fox Chamber.
I see. Well, that all certainly does make sense.
Then, after dragging the mayor back into the Fox Chamber, Mr. LaBelle threw the mask out the window and fled the room.
Silence.
Oh, that's me. For this absurd theory to work, it requires that the defendant be the Amazing Ninetales.
Oh.
However, he was the one pushing for the municipal merger. That such an individual could possibly be the Amazing Ninetales is preposterous.
Objection!
The mayor was blackmailed into pursuing the merger. Miss Tenma's life would have been in danger if he'd openly voiced his opposition. That's why he created a secret identity as the Amazing Ninetales.
This is madness. No one could possibly hatch such an insane plot.
You're right, samurai criminal who is a prosecutor.
All right. Let's not
It's
get-
wrestling.
No one except a killer as insane as his plot. And I'd say Florin LaBelle more than qualifies. I mean, look at him.
Damn.
Crazy.
Foolish
During
mortal.
Pride Month, Apollo?
Huh?
I said during Pride Month?
Oh,
Foolish mortal. It is at your own peril that you forget who I am.
Mayor Tenma, it's okay now. Jinxie will be safe just as soon as Mr. LaBelle is arrested. You are the amazing Ninetales, aren't you?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ahem. You have quite the active imagination.
The Zozo Horror Show. Thank you for the follow.
Mayor Tenma is not the amazing Ninetales.
Objection!
What do you mean?
Well, has the mayor admitted to it yet?
But that's just...
And even if he did admit to such nonsense, I would reveal the truth
yeah.
behind Tenma Taro here and now.
He did change his hair, didn't he?
Yeah.
What?
You kept bullying me and calling me the Joker.
So
Who
I did
wouldn't
it
change
while I
that?
was in the witness room.
Yes. I cried and then I used my own tears to wash my hair.
Why, you would dare reveal the secret?
My good friend, the alderman, told me all about it. But it wouldn't be good to expose the truth, what with the superstitions, now would it?
The truth behind Tenma Taro? What's he talking about?
Bitch. Go ahead, say it. Say I am the amazing Ninetales. I fucking dare you.
Azulmagia, thank you for the 10 bits. So LaBelle is just outright admitting that he's blackmailing the defendant into not saying anything, right?
Yeah, more or less.
Objection!
Wait!
It's not blackmail if he doesn't say I'm blackmailing you.
His name is
Yeah.
Black.
Yeah.
Will somebody please...
Apollo!
I got real big real suddenly.
What's gotten into you?
Will somebody please explain what's going on here?
What even is law?
Mayor Tenma will do anything to keep the truth behind Tenma Taro a secret. A dark, terrible truth that has been kept secret by the village superstitions.
We are coming up on 3:30, so as soon as there seems to be a natural break, I'm gonna call it.
Okie dokie. It's not like a hard out.
Oh,
but
okay. Well, we'll go until there
just like
seems to be a...
around that time.
Yeah.
And if the mayor admits to being the amazing Ninetales, you'll expose the truth?
Right. I won't.
It's
have
because he's
one
bisexual.
free Because of some nonsense you made up.
Thank you, Kenwood, for reminding us it's because he's bisexual.
Huh. So, what now, Justice Dono? Without the mayor's admission, your theory is as useless as you are in battle.
I'll show you who's useless. Her! Up!
Oh,
Damn.
that was quite rude. Justice
Apollo, don't you dare give up now.
Bernal Don, thank you for the catching in your star tips for do the la 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 la.
I know. Your Honor, I believe Mr. LaBelle's statements warrant a thorough cross-examination. After all, the true identity of the amazing Ninetales is the cornerstone of this case.
You do have a point there. Please answer this court, Mr. LaBelle. Is the defendant the amazing Ninetales or not?
I've been having some weird thoughts lately. Like, is the defendant the amazing Ninetales or not? All right, we should probably call it there for his testimony.
So
That's a really good idea.
Oh god.
We're almost done.
This will probably be the last one, yeah.
One would assume.
Yeah.
Allies, thanks for stopping by. I'm sorry you got here right at the tail end of the stream there. All right. We got through quite a bit though. I'm very proud of you. You stayed pretty focused there.
I kept my shit posting to a minimum.
Yay!
had shit and
piss We still got a lot in there, though.
Jim Prower.
We just did it more efficiently.
Oh, so Straw Hat says it ends of the segment. So next time we'll probably be starting the next case. Jim Prower, thank you for resubbing at Tier 1 for 27 months. Thank you so much, Jim. And Ryu Karika, thank you for the 10 bits. It's been fun. Love you all. Take care. Have a great night. See you all next time. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Let's see if there's anybody. Oh, we're going to end Pride Month by putting this guy behind bars. Oh, no.
Yay!
We're gonna be the homophobes, yeah.
Oh, no.
We are gonna be the homophobes.
Homophobic.
I mean, come on. Like, Blackwell spent this whole trial trying, like, holding back a slur
It's
every
true.
time he spoke to him.
It's
I
true.
could feel it. I could feel it in my bones.
All right, guys. We're going to raid Bunchata, who is the rigger of my VTuber model. Did fantastic work. Big fan of Bunchata. She's streaming art, and she's very talented. So please stop on by and enjoy Bunchata's stream. Marion, was there anything you want to say before we pop off here?
Thanks for watching. If you want cute little Nimbus icons, you can subscribe to my channel, Marin M. Miller VO. Also, I have a signing coming up on my birthday on Streamly. So if you go to streamly.com/Marin Miller, you can see my site with all my cool prints, one of which was drawn by the wonderful Karina, the
That's me.
Welcome to Neo Muno one. So if you like Destiny 2 and Nimbus, you can do that. But also, it's Hot as Hades. That's the event. So there's some Hades prints on there too. Take a look.
And Soupy, was there anything you wanted to say to the chat?
Just thanks for joining us, everybody. Thanks for putting up with us for another week.
Yeah.
And Karina, was there anything you wanted to say? I'm going to promote Drawfee Show on Twitch on the chat there.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm so glad I got to make it back to stream again. It's been so long. Yeah, check out Drawfee. I'm part of it. We stream on Monday, and next weekend we're doing a charity stream for the Stonewall Foundation. We'll be driving a truck in a truck simulator.
Oh, heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's the Trans Rigs road trip, so check it.
Unfortunately, we automatically rated, so that's that.
Woo!
But we're done. All right, let me end this. Oh, no, you're good. You're good. I'm glad you got all that info out there.
Yeah, I got